Sunday. Welcome in the Cutlery Corner Network. I'm Sheila Travis. Hope you've had a really good weekend, Labor Day weekend, and I'm assuming most of you will be home tomorrow. So enjoy your day off. Do some shopping with us here today. We have our specials, the weekend specials, still in play, but this will be the last show where you can take advantage of our giveaways. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what we're doing. When you purchase a Winchester knife, okay, we have a Winchester Getaway bronze knife and also a knife opener that will be a free gift for you when you purchase a Winchester knife. And they're over here. So we'll show you that here in just a second, I guess. And then also when you purchase a Painted Pony knife, we have a Feather Macaw Barlow. That'll be a free gift. Okay, so there's the bronze Getaway knife, which is this right here. And then the knife opener is right there. So you'll get this item and this item when you purchase a Winchester knife. Now, Jessica, if you want to just go right up here, this is the Feather Macaw Barlow. And whenever you purchase a Painted Pony, we have the Feather Macaw Barlow. That'll be a free gift. Also, this is kind of interesting because we have Painted Pony knives that are Winchester knives. And if that's the case, then you get the Winchester Getaway knife and the Barlow, the Feather Macaw Barlow. Chase, I'm assuming we're going to give away the Gold Mine Barlow too. Are we out of those? Okay, I guess we're out of those. Let's see, what else do we have here to talk about? We have the free shipping knife. We do that every single week. And it's the Aggressor Assisted Opening Knife. And that one is item number 105755, and it is $18.75 for the Aggressor Snapshot. So basically, if you have that in your box, that means you get free shipping on your entire order. You'll also notice some Bulldog knives on our show. We have lots of options in the Bulldog line. And on October the 7th, we will be giving away this one-of-a-kind Mammoth Bulldog Bowie. Michael Prater only made one of these, and look at the mammoth that is on that handle. That's a huge portion of genuine mammoth and also turquoise. October the 7th, somebody will win that. That will be an exciting day. I think that's probably the most expensive giveaway that we have had here on our show. So make sure you pick up on some Bulldogs and then tune back in on October the 7th. Okay, we're going to start with Jim's Pick. Jim's Pick is that knife that is $14.88 and has a lot of custom hand carving. Oh, okay. And it's done in the autumn brown bone handle. The brass, it's been filed, and pommel is also brass. Item number is 105757 on Jim's Pick. So this is also a weekly special, and then after this week, that'll go off. Okay. Just thought we'd play a little music for you. Hey, the leather sheath. You know, when you're looking at the leather sheaths that go out with these chip-away buoys, that really just increases the value of that knife too. And most of the time, you do get a leather sheath with that chip-away. 1057.57 on Jim's Pick. $14.88 for this week. I can tell it's going to be an adventurous show. So I'm glad you are here. And it's already been an exciting weekend. I'm telling you guys, I hope you were able to catch our Friday, Saturday shows. We had Tim Scott here from Winchester and also Michael Prater from Painted Ponies. We had both of those guys here in the studio. We learned a lot. It was a lot of fun too. Now this is going to be the add to order. It is $16 for the add to order. These are also snapshots. They are 4.5-inch tacticals. The Civil War tack, and then we also have this one with the American flag on the blade. The artwork is also front and back. There's the clip on the back. And that one's going to be the add to order, which is just $16, and that just means you add it on. You add it on to anything else you're buying, you'll get it at the $16 price point. $10.57.38 on that weekly add to order. We have a very popular item coming up next, and it is called I Stand, I Kneel. The I Stand, I Kneel buoy, and this one is made by the Sharps fixed blade line. It is just $21.50, and this is on a 12-inch fixed blade. Has a laser blade, I stand, I kneel, and then also the flag has been lasered into the handle. I am going to try to get a better angle on that. Okay, we've got Chase out here on the floor. He's going to help me. I stand, I kneel. Stand for the flag, I kneel for the cross. Buoy. And an engraved guard on this one. But the flag that's been lasered into the handle is something very different. We've never seen that before. Adds so much to the knife. And then we have the nylon sheath also by the Sharps line. That will be going out with that. Chase, I will give you this. So that's a good add-on buoy, or definitely a good place to start. However you want to look at that, just get one, because I think you'll really appreciate that. It's got a big message behind it, and it looks really, really good. Buy two, get one. Tacticals, always very popular. And this is a sling blade opportunity where you're going to buy two, we're going to give you one. Normally these are around $72, $78 a piece. We have the Coyote, which is done in the triple G10, a tan, a black, a gray, with the finger grooves, high mirror polish there on the blade. The second one here in the center is kind of a new design, which has the tan G10. This one is 7 CR13 MOV. The other two are 8 CR13 MOV. And then the one there on the bottom, it also has the carbon fiber on that handle too. Buy two, get one for $158. There's your Sling Blade logo, which is also on the blade. $10.56.70. $10.56.70. Add on that Aggressor Snapshot. Get free shipping while you're at it. That's always a good idea. And some of these other specials that we have coming up. So there's the Aggressor. That Aggressor item number is $10.57.55 for $18.75. But hey, you may be paying a whole lot more than that in shipping. You're going to get a knife. It just works out quite well. This one is one of the Winchester opportunities that we have here on the show. It is $162. Got a few of those left. And this is done in that burnt orange Rogers jig. $10.57.24 item number. And the back springs on this one, you can see how it's totally different. And it's, instead of that saying shine back, it's supposed to be spline back, I believe, on the graphic, but that's okay. That was just to make these blades work and move. Obviously, you have two on this side, one on that side. This one is done in 03. So this dates back to 03. And the jigging that you see on the knife is that old traditional Rogers jig. And when we had Tim Scott here on the show this weekend, we learned how he was so instrumental in making the Winchester knives. He did the Rogers jigging himself. And they discovered when they were doing what were they doing? They're actually doing some remodeling there at Winchester and found these knives. This one's 03, but now I do have some others that are quite a bit older. And he put them in the vault there at Winchester, and now he is releasing them to our customers here on the show. So it's a pretty big deal. We also have, of course, there's the bronze getaway knife and the knife opener that goes out with that Winchester knife too. And I think that's just for this weekend, if I got it right. I wouldn't wait. I mean, if you want that, go ahead and get it. because I'm not sure when that giveaway goes away. I do believe we had enough for this weekend, and then we're going to reevaluate. Cooking Pros of America. Now, this is Hen and Rooster. And we have a 5-piece kitchen block set by Hen and Rooster. The paring knife, the utility, the Santuco, the slicing knife, and the chef knife, and it all comes in this real tidy Hen and Rooster. It's a universal look here on this natural hardwood block. $29.95. And that also has the black comp handles. They are full tang, and then your stainless steel blades there too. This is also a weekly special for us here in Hen and Rooster until they sell out. It's either, oh, I don't know. There's the Santuco, which is by far my favorite knife. You couldn't buy the one Santuco for $29.95 and a lot of other brands. Cooking Pros of America, and we're backing it up there with Hen and Rooster. I buy some of these for Christmas gifts. I put them away just for gifts in general. You might have a wedding that you need to go to, or housewarming gift, those type of things. That set'll go a long way, and you're only paying $29.95. Got to catch those deals when you see them. $10.56.96. This is our Stag Spotlight. It is $46.75 on the Stag Spotlight. Item number is 1047.85, and your Stag Spotlight's going to be a big buoy. It's 15¼ inches on the buoy. We have Stag, big chunky pieces there of Stag. The center portion is done in walnut, and then you have that brass pin there in the center. The brass guard on that too. That leather sheath, that finishes out the whole look, doesn't it? And this is made by the Trophy Stag line. But definitely one of the largest knives, the largest buoys that we have here on the show. And we've put it in the Stag Spotlight because, of course, the Stag. 15¼ buoy for $46.75. Item number is 1047.85. 1047.85. All right. We have a run here of our special sale items that we had going on this weekend. And I will try to keep up with all the goodies that go along with it too. So you know, because don't miss out on the free stuff. That's one of the special things about this weekend, Labor Day weekend. The Glitter Striped Sunfish. It is $175. This one is going back to 98. Tim Scott was telling us how they had to buy 300 pounds of this glitter stripe material to make the Winchester knives. And then they cut it a different direction than what typically was cut. I believe they cut it horizontal to give you more of the stripe. But of course, that's a sacrifice on their part too. But this is that large sunfish. The other thing you get is the Winchester belt buckle, which I'm going to say that's at least $25 in value. We also have the Winchester Getaway knife. That's another $25. And the knife opener, just for purchasing a Winchester. 1051.45 item number for $175. Now I only have 13 of those left, so 1051.45. The Sowbelly Stockman, this is also a Winchester, but this one's featuring the rifle shield. And we're also looking at this burnt orange jig bone, the Rogers jigging, which that's also a really cool story. This one is a 97 frame from the Winchester vault, 97. So the knife is 23 years old. And Tim Scott himself did the jigging, the Rogers jigging, with the original Rogers machinery, the jigging machinery, which was, we learned the machine itself was made in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Winchester bought that and restored it. Actually, they had to spend around $60,000 just to restore the original Rogers machine. So Now he said they can do like 100 different jigs on knife handles, but of course the Rogers jig is very, very popular. And then to know that Tim Scott himself doing a lot of the jig bone handles that you see on these Winchester knives. They are made in the USA. A lot of quality involved there, a lot of talent and pride. You know, it really comes through. You see that in all of the Winchester knives. This is one of the ones that is a combination knife. This is a Winchester, but it is also a painted pony. You will get 3 different giveaways with this knife. You will get that Feather Macaw Barlow, you'll get the Getaway Winchester bronze knife, and the knife opener. Large clasp knife. And Michael Prater has gone to one of his most popular handles of 2020, which is genuine woolly mammoth. I do like the look of this one. Woolly mammoth, it's all different, you know, but I love that kind of starburst look that you have with that bold black stripe, which is woolly mammoth, and it's continuous there on both sides. Really striking, very beautiful. That is, okay, so it does say Painted Pony Custom on the back. I believe he only made 5 of these. This is the original Winchester box to go along with the clasp knife. And they filed the brass liner. When those 2 companies merged and decided to make some custom knives, it is so rich in tradition and so rich in quality. It is definitely a knife I think that you'll be proud of for many, many years. It's something you're going to hand down in the family. Absolutely. 104243, item number for that one. We did talk at the beginning of the show about buying bulldogs, and when you do buy a bulldog knife, your name goes into the drawing for the Michael Prater Woolly Mammoth Bowie that will be given away on October the 7th. This is going to be your first opportunity for a bulldog knife. Yeah, there's the Bowie. I'd say that's got a $1,000 retail value behind it. Lots of woolly mammoth turquoise, and it's a one only. So it might just, you could never put a price tag on that because it is a one only. This is a premier edition, one of 300. Genuine deer stag, and back to that original bulldog shield. They have continued that on the second generation bulldog knives, which we have here. You got the crimped bolsters. These are Rockwool tested for the first time, 5658. On that Rockwool testing, that's all guaranteed. And what a wonderful trapper for fall, for winter. Yeah, trappers are a go-to knife for a lot of people, or a collector knife too. Think about all of the trapper collectors out there. 58793 on that Premier Edition Stag. Painted Pony, the American Southwest. This one is $525. He only made 5. And we're going to go through the different handle materials that he has here. The blood red turquoise is the main. Then you have spiny oyster, which is done in the orange. 40 count web turquoise, the chevron spacers with the design. And of course he has filed the back of the knife. Well, really he's filed it all the way around. This magnet, the stand, you'll get the Painted Pony stand, and they are magnetized. That knife is not going anywhere when they do that. This frame itself is already in the collector zone because that is a Buck 101. We learned that Buck has now discontinued that frame. They will no longer be making that frame. And when Michael Prater heard that, he bought the last they had, which I think was only 40. But you'll get the leather sheath. You will also receive the Feather Macaw Barlow. But that, I can't believe that they would do away with that frame. I really enjoy that Buck 101 fixed blade. But, you know, it only ramps up the value of that knife, the collectability of that knife for our shoppers. All right, here we have a turntable. It's called Fall Trapper Harvest. 9 total pieces for $98.75. The buck skinner is in the center. And the buck center is done with this green pick bone. It's typically $22. We sell it as a single item, $22, which I love it when we're able to put a knife like that in the center of a pocket knife set and give you the price point of pocket knives, because that's $10.97 a piece. That's all you're paying for the buck skinner. It's not $22. Your other trappers here on the table, these are all Steel Warrior premium trappers. They go for like $19.95 a piece. We have red jig bone, the saw cut jig done in the antique green, pumpkin smooth bone. I like that one. Oxhorn, smooth polished oxhorn, the winter age, which has the jigging. There's your giraffe, and then also the giraffe jigged on the bolsters. Exotic ram's horn, midnight indigo, that's a very popular one. Actually, it's my favorite in that whole set, that midnight indigo. $98.75 for Trapper Harvest. Item number is 105770. Definitely get that aggressor snapshot, because you don't want to pay for shipping when you don't have to. The aggressor snapshot is $1057.55, and it will give you free shipping on your entire order. So if you're picking up on Fall Trapper Harvest, you want the fixed blades that we have coming up on our next turntable. Maybe you're interested in swords. Whatever you have in mind, if you've got that tack, you have free shipping. All right. Next, we are looking at Odd Lot Buoy Blowout. Few times a year, we do an odd lot opportunity. Big time savings. $9.80 a knife for buoys. A lot of these are going to be, well, let's see. I think the smallest one on the table is a 12, which is, I'm looking at like the stacked leather. The others will be 15, 16, 18. We also have a frostwood buoy in the buy that is guaranteed, and it's called the Howling Wolf buoy. It has a retail value of $199.95. It will be guaranteed in the deal, and then we will finish out your buy with 9 additional buoys. So this is going to be the Howling Wolf. It's a 16.5-inch buoy. That's going to be the first one you get. And then there are 9 other choices. We have black forest wood, stacked leather, rubber sure grip, the tack assault, tack extreme line, lanyards on the back. We also have cocobolo, black forest wood handles. There's another one in frostwood. You might get that one. This is the type of opportunity, though, where we have so many choices. Of course, this is all we could fit on a turntable. But I wish we could just take you down the aisles of the warehouse and show you, because there are so many other nice buoys that will be going out the door. I like that one there that looks like carbon fiber. The other thing that we just don't have room for will be the sheaths. You'll get a sheath with every buoy. You'll, of course, get the gift box that goes along with it. That is $98 for the Odd Lot Buoy Blowout. Item number is 1057.47. Retail value is about $500 on that deal. 1057.49. 1057.49 on the Odd Lot Buoy. Get the aggressor snapshot so you don't have to pay for shipping. Campfire Special. I've had my eye on this set. There's some true treasures in this deal. And now this one is all guaranteed, even though you may not have seen a lot of the knives that you have here on the turntable in years and years, but they are here now. First of all, I believe this one was called the Gatorback, where you can see the sawback, very unique sawback design on this buoy. It's a black forest wood. That's got a $100 value behind it, at least, maybe even more. But I'm going to be conservative and go $99.95, $100 value just in the buoy that you see here. Then there's 4 additional fixed blades. Those are made by the Beaver Creek line. We have the Cocobolo, the Emerald Wood, the Black Forest Wood, and the Frost Wood. So those are 9-inch deer skinners by the Beaver Creek line. But the other big thing about this buy, the pocket knives and the choices of the pocket knives. Very colorful combination too. You're looking at the Caribbean blue, the Stockman, the Congress, and the Barracuda lockback. That's in the Caribbean blue. On the lower level, the Champagne right here is Stockman. The Viper lockback in green, this beautiful peanut done in the jade green. Key lime, Congress, key lime, Copperhead. There's the Banana Jig Stockman and the Banana Jig Barracuda lockback. And that gray, it is a smoky gray jig bone trapper. That's the other item you get. So trappers in the Steel Warrior line, they're like $19.95. Every knife here on the table is $7.50. The Beaver Creek Skinners, $7.50. The large Gatorback Bowie, $7.50. And then those pocket knives. We honestly do not sell any of those Steel Warrior pocket knives for $7.50. It's the campfire special. This time of year, perfect time to go camping, just enjoying the great outdoors. And there's a lot of knives that you can enjoy the great outdoors with. 105759, item number, and finish off with a tactical. That's really the only thing missing in that set. You don't have a tactical. And if you get that aggressor snapshot, then you also get free shipping. Campfire special, that's an exciting opportunity. I really enjoy the knives and the colors of those jig bone handles too on those pocket knives. That's a nice set for buying and reselling, by the way. That would give you some good inventory. Now, if you are shopping for Stag, Hen & Rooster has some Stag buoys back in stock, and this is called the Texan. It is $58.75. That's a 12.5-inch deer Stag buoy. It is full tank construction, and it also has the brass guard. The Texan buoy is one of the few in that Hen & Rooster Stag line has a guard like that, the brass guard that you see. The Hen & Rooster leather sheath is also top-notch leather. $58.75. When all of these Stag buoys came here, we expected them to be over $100. Not the case. We're not complaining, and I don't think you will either, to get that Hen & Rooster at $58.75. Item number is 1054.93. 1054.93. Now, sprinkled throughout the show, you're going to be seeing these Winchester collectibles throughout the show. We'll have painted ponies throughout the show. It's going to be an assortment. So hang with me, because there's no telling when or what we will be featuring here on the show. This is going to be one of those 5-inch toothpicks by the Winchester line. And it is in a Christmas tree Coraline. This red and green. That is a rare 92 Winchester, 5-inch. Notice you guys are looking at it. I was going to point out the lasering here on the blade too, which has, it just says Winchester trademark on there, but I noticed that the laser etch on here looks a little bit different. Let me see. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. Doesn't that look good? I've only noticed that on this one. I don't know why it's a little bit different, but it is. But this was called the Winchester Christmas Tree Coraline, or it's a comp handle. It's kind of close to a Coraline, which you'd see modern day time, what we refer to as Coraline. But that's dating back to 92. Chase, do you remember how many of these he said he made? Some of the knives that we have here on the show, I know he might only have made 100, 150, 300, but they are all very low quantity as far as the original production of the knife. That one, we only have 6 left, and I'm going to just try to remember as much as I can about those quantities, but since we are basically moving out and was great pride. The release of all of these collectibles that Winchester had stored back. The quantity is it. We did inventory before we even started this show. This particular one we only have 5 of. I'm going to open that up so I can see. Let's see. Chase, I don't see a date on this one. Am I missing? I'm going to hand it to you here in a second. Let you see if you can see the date. I'm not seeing the date. But this is done with that original Rogers jigging. It's on that burnt orange jig bone handle. It's $165. 4 1/4 gun stock. It's a gun stock. Stockman. The reverse. So maybe the date, hold on a second, maybe that's what's reversed. Slanted bolsters. They did the crimp slanted bolsters on this one. We will crack the code on that here in just a second. I'm not seeing a date. I don't know where normally they are right here on the tang stamp. I do like to be able to tell you the date of that knife. Anyway, Chase is gonna look it over and see if he can find it. This is a rare Winchester Whittler. Now, I believe he said they only made 100. No, it's 200 of this one. They made 100 of the pearl and I believe 200 of the stag. And this is that red India deer stag that is now embargoed and no longer can get it into the country. Winchester made this one in 2010. So this is actually the newest one that I can recall that I've had here on the show, a 2010. But back then, this is pre-embargo. The other difficult part about stag, and you can see, gosh, just the quality of the stag is fabulous. But also the natural ridges, just the natural characteristics of this genuine deer stag. Well, when you go to put a shield on stag, it's kind of bumpy, it's really difficult because you just have to work with the stag. Tim Scott, he did a lot of the shields that you see here on those, and he knows firsthand how hard it is to get that in there. But that is a 4 1/2 inch Whittler, $238. We only had 10 of those left. This one here, which is top quality abalone. There are 5 different qualities of abalone. This is the best of the best. They went to the top on that. But what really sets this one apart is the hourglass shield. So the owner of the company, you know, he's so involved. I was so impressed with that. Tim Scott, he personally pinned the hourglass shield on this abalone. That is not easy. That's why you don't see it on a lot of abalone knives. This is on a Barlow, and I know that Terry Duncan did a lot of talking and requesting to get that hourglass shield on there. So he didn't do many. I don't even think he did 40, and it may be more like 20. I have 10 of those left in stock, and unless some miracle happens, Tim said he will not make any more like that with the hourglass shield on the Barlow. And that's on a John Primble Barlow. So Winchester, John Primble, they're all in the same. Tim Scott has, you know, the rights for both of those knife brands, and they're made at the same place. And he has a big part in both of it. Now, this is a Michael Prater Skinner that just came out this weekend, and it has Wild Horse Jasper Stone on the handle. I like this little pony Skinner. This is a 6-inch Skinner. I do like the top portion of that blade, too. It has a different design on the top portion of the blade. And then also the black leather sheath. This one is going to be $10.57.53. Now, that's $48.50 Oh gosh, we don't have many of those left at all. Hey, Chase, do you know if we are sold out of the red Dino Bone Stone? It is gone. So when we started the weekend, we had them in both, but the red Dino Bone Stone is gone. That one is super low quantity, so definitely order quick on that. $10.57.53. Hen and Rooster, this is impressive. We have a 4-piece steak knife set here by Hen and Rooster. Jim Frost dropped the price to $12.50. $12.50. There are 9-inch steak knives. You have a walnut handle, full tang, serrated on the blade. I would double up on that. Personally, I would want 2 of those. Now, you might want to buy more than 2, so you can also have gifts. You know, I see that as being an excellent Christmas gift even. But for $12.50, that is a big time bargain for Hen and Rooster steak knives. You could buy a set of those and maybe put them in your camper. You could have a couple there at home, give some to your friends. I mean, at $12.50, that's an impressive gift if you are giving those gifts. Item number is 25747 on those Hen and Rooster steak knives. That's going to be a top seller for us right there. And who couldn't use more steak knives? I can use steak knives. So this one's a rare 98 Winchester and the rifle Stockman. You know, some of these have the cartridge shield, but this one here has that nice rifle Stockman. And there's the getaway bronze knife. It also has your original Winchester box. I like those old boxes. And the Rogers jig that's done in that burnt orange. The quality of the knives that you see here, it's top notch. And when we were able to meet Tim Scott and just really meet the guy behind this, the passion that he has for making knives, and standing behind every single one. He personally jigs the bone handle on these, this Rogers jigging, using that original Rogers jigging machine. I mean, from the late 1800s, 1900s. And still, I just love the history behind that. And then some of the knives that we have here on the show will have bone handles that date back 100 years old. And this might be one of them. The bone handle that was found in the well, I think it is too. This has just that, it has a mahogany color to it. Free shipping, we have the Aggressor Snapshot. That's going to give you free shipping. Make sure you get one of those. This is an 88 gift set. And Bluegrass Cutlery, they purchased Winchester in the 80s. This one is a limited edition, one of 2,500. Let's see, the one I'm holding here is number 30 out of the 2,500 that were ever made. The Scout knife, and when you see, I know, I was just looking at these blades too. The lasering that they have on the blades. Check that out. Thank you, Chase. That really does help. Which one? Is that Wild Bill or? Cody. Okay, Buffalo Bill Cody is lasered on this one. It's on that rare 88 frame. And then the other is Wild Bill Hickok. Ooh, there you go. Check out the detail on there too. And this, of course, is on a matching 88 frame. Now, the handle that you see, this very dark mahogany color, it's going to show up on a couple of knives. But the interesting fact of that is this is bone handle that's over 100 years old that was found deep in a well when they originally went and bought that Rogers jigging machine. They found the bone handles that were down in a well so they'd be preserved and still they have been restored and they are gorgeous. on those knife handles. This is the top of the box. And of course, when this sells out, that's it. They only made 2,500 of them, and it was back in '88. So this, there's your certificate of authenticity also, folks. The Scouts. That's cool. The history behind all this is what's so neat. All right, this one is a '98. Back to this, the lever action. Might be the first time we've seen that particular Winchester rifle shield on a knife today. It also has the crimped bolsters, burnt orange jig bone. That's back to that General Rogers jigging. And in that previous set that we just saw, you will also get the bronze getaway knife and the knife opener. You'll also get it with this knife. Which also, if you're buying several different Winchester knives on the show, you get the bronze getaway knife and knife opener with every single one that you get on the show. So that is $158. Item number is 105723. Might be one of your favorite rifles that you've ever owned, and that knife kind of speaks to you because of that rifle shield. There's something different about every single one of these that we have here on the show. But being a 98, so that's 22 years old, I asked him, why now? Why did you guys decide to release these old pocket knives now? You've held on to them for so long. And his answer was he wanted to give the young knife collectors out there an opportunity that they've not had before. This is 03, and it is also done in that red India deer stag, a doctor knife. Being a doctor's knife, maybe that also means something to you. Maybe you are a doctor, or you have a family member who's a doctor. You want to give them that. Or maybe you just collect doctor knives. So we'll also have the free gifts that will be going out with it. The 2-blade stag doctor knife. It's $158.75. Retail value is $350. That retail does not include the bronze getaway and the knife opener either. That's separate. Item number is 105421. So we will have some more of these Winchester collectibles coming up in a little bit, because that's kind of what we were focused on this weekend since we had our special guest here. But at the moment, this is Hen Rooster Deer Stag, and it's on the Ranger buoy. That is $58.75. 12-inch Ranger buoy, full tank construction. Check out the thickness of this stag. Huge slabs of stag. And even filed, and this is not common really for the Hen and Rooster line. Don't typically see that particular filing done on the back of that blade. This one's been crazy popular. We only have 88 of these left in stock, which is sad to me because it's taken us so long to get these. But I'm glad that they have been this popular. I'm glad you guys are getting in on a good deal at $58.75. And then Jim Frost, he's going to autograph the back of that leather sheet. So this will have your autograph here on the back and the Hen and Rooster logo on the front. Jim, there's particular ones that he is autographing, and this is one of them, okay? We try to keep track of them as best as possible. Well, this was one of the best bargain buys of the weekend. Just a few of these left. These are all case kickstarts. This was a new Trapper Lock kickstart by the Case line. And these are all prototypes, which was the other big thing. And the reason we have them is because Michael Prater made these, and he was headed to the Blade Show with them this year. Well, the Blade Show was canceled, but that worked out great for us because they came here. And we have them for $398 a piece. You will get one of the 10 that you see here. We only had 10. And there's pearl, 40 count web turquoise spiny oyster on this one. We have the red coral. I'm looking at genuine woolly mammoth in turquoise on another one, wild horse jasper. The way that he has also created these, the particular stone handles that he's used and the way that he's mixed them together, I've never seen him do these particular combinations before, which I thought was exciting. There is a dyed purple mammoth. Look at that. So that's a first right there. It might be the first of some more that we see on some different frames. I do not know down the line what Michael Prater has in mind, but I have never seen dyed woolly mammoth until I saw the purple on that particular one. The one beside it is solid natural mammoth, but there is pristine white mother of pearl. We also have black lip pearl stripes on another one, black and gold matrix. Gosh, they are all gorgeous. And even though it is an hour choice, we grouped them all together. You will get one, but I promise you, I don't think there is one person out there that would be disappointed with any of them. Case made in the USA. It'll say prototype. You know, it's a one only in the world on the back of the blade. Oh, the other thing, since these are painted ponies, you will get the painted pony stand. You will get that certificate of authenticity. You'll get all the other things. But now I really like this cool stand here that Chase, you put together. I like that swirly stand. You can really see them all good. But you will get the acrylic painted pony stand when we send it to you. We just sold another one of those. Boy, they are hot. $1056.93, $1,400 value for $398. Pearl Fantasy, and this was what I would call crazy bargain buy on some pearl knives. And they are also all a Coe River. Genuine mother of pearl. $13, 33 cents a knife. 9 pieces. We have fairly large lockback that you saw there. Premium Trapper. Let's see. Okay, this was the slimline trapper with the spacers, and it also has the crimped bolsters right there. Large nail pull. 1057.41 item number, cigar style whittler. There's your Coe River shield, which features the dry fly for the shield. I think that was the 2nd generation shield for Coe River. There's a peanut. Oh, a lady leg knife. Those are fun. Pearl will bring you one of the highest retail values. This has $601 in retail value. There's your canoe with the crimped bolsters. Look at this large Stockman. I mean, everything we have here on the tables, pretty fantastic, you know, and genuine mother of pearl. Pearl Fantasy, a Coe River. 1057.41. These are typically deals we're used to seeing around Christmas time. Christmas is coming a little early on Pearl Fantasy. 1057.41. And then if you get that, if you get the free shipping tactical, you don't have to worry about paying for shipping on any of this. We try to help you out as much as possible with that. Our choice, Painted Pony Winchester. We are down to the last of, folks, on the Trapper Lock case set, on the Painted Pony Winchester set. We are down to the last of. This was a very special weekend. I'm glad everybody could be here. And I'm going to try to put that Feather Macaw Barlow in there, the Winchester Getaway knife. You get one of those. So with this collection, you know, you get those free gift items, the Barlow and the Getaway knife, because this is a Painted Pony Winchester combination. What'll be going out the door, it looks like we have some sunfish frames. There's the big clasp knife, the large cartridge series swing guard. That was another one that, you know, that's a 5.5-inch handle, giving you a lot of frame and a lot of handle material. Man, check this one out here, this gold vein turquoise. He did abalone There's also Mammoth and Black Jet. Michael Prater amazes me because just when I think I've seen it all, you know, he brings items in here like this. Never seen them before, obviously, because they are prototypes. But you will get that certificate of authenticity. You will get this Painted Pony acrylic stand with yours too. Just kind of keep that in mind. But it has been such a treat to see these new collections, just the new designs, the new handle materials that's out there, the prototypes that Michael Prater has been working on. He released those this weekend. That is $500. Item number is 105694, and enjoy the free stuff. So Feather Macaw Barlow, you know, you can carry that every day and then collect your prototype. This is one of the other Hen and Rooster Stag buoys. It's called the Elk Hunter. Since these are all in like the $50 range, I say get them all. I mean, why not when you can get something so affordable like that? It is $58.70. Item number is 105450. Has the brass guard and pommel, the brass spacers, and that exotic deer stag. This is top quality European deer stag with all of this character to it that you see. Now your leather sheath, this one also features the Hen and Rooster logo on the front, the Jim Frost signature on the back. And he takes a lot of pride in that. This is something we see Jim working on every morning, really, here at the company. He comes in every morning. That's one of the first things that he will work on. And he will autograph the back of those leather sheets. I was asking Tim and Michael Prater if they could just swing by here as we get close to Christmas, because I would love to see more of what we had on the show this weekend around the holidays. I couldn't get a confirmation on that. And if you can plan ahead, maybe you want to get in on some of these beautiful knives. Hold them back until Christmas. This is your Painted Pony Winchester Stockman. It's $488.75. That is on a 98 frame, a pristine, perfect, made in the USA Winchester 98 frame. 40 count web turquoise. You have the chevron spacer down the center. Michael Prater went with this brown obsidian and spiny oyster there in the orange. Gosh, lots of file work, lots of detail work. A lot of time. I mean, I gotta give Michael Prater credit too. When you're making a painted pony, you've got a lot of time invested in one knife, but you really see it here. So this one will get the Feather Macaw Barlow. This is your Winchester knife opener and the Winchester bronze knife. You'll get these 3 gift items when you purchase this one knife. This is the last show that we are doing the giveaways, folks. The last show. That's $488.75. I have another painted pony. This is your Winchester swing guard. So those free items, I'll just kind of move on over to the swing guard. Swing guard's a 5.5-inch Winchester. So automatically you see how much more handle material you get here. This 40 count web on the spacers, but that is your red, blood red turquoise in the center. Oh, let's see, these old swing guards. That is on an 84, I believe. That's the date I'm seeing on the back of that. An 84 frame. Released here in 2020. Michael Prater will only make 5 of these. Well, he already made the 5. We have them in-house. But you will get the Painted Pony stand, that certificate of authenticity, and then all the others goodies there that goes along with it. It's valued at $1,950. $1056.80 item number. This is the other swing guard. This one that I'd have to say is actually one of my favorites because the look of it, I do like this woolly mammoth piece here in the center and the chrysocolla. He went with banded chrysocolla and then also the chevron spacers that you see there. I don't see a lot of chrysocolla on painted ponies, but when you pair that up with the mammoth, it stands out, looks really good. This is on a 94. I bet this one was 94 and I thought it was an 8. Sometimes it's just hard to see. Yes. Okay, so the one I had before that is a 94 also. This one is a 94 frame. 26 years old. That does have the woolly mammoth, the chrysocolla, all that. Cartridge series, front and back. He made 5 only, that's all. And of course, Tim Scott can't go back in time and make more 94 frames. But that's the close-up of the Feather Macaw Barlow that we're giving away. Anytime you purchase a painted pony, you will automatically get one of those. If you purchase a painted pony Winchester frame, like the ones we just saw, you will also get the bronze getaway knife and the knife opener too. So you'll get those 3 gift items anytime you purchase a painted pony Winchester, and this is going to be the last show that we have that going out as a free gift. Changing up a little bit, Case has something new out, and it's giraffe bone. This is natural giraffe bone. This will also feature the 10 dots right here, the 2020 tang stamping, 10 dot marking. So if you do collect the 2020 pocket knives, that is there. This has a velvet gift box. There's your certificate of authenticity. That'll be on the inside of that. Giraffe bone is one of the toughest bone handles out there, one of the most durable and dense, very dense bone handle too. They are special, and I think the gunstock frame is also special. I don't see a lot of gunstock case knives. That's $128. Item number is 105674. Has a retail value of $182.95. With it being Labor Day weekend, hope everybody's had a good, safe weekend. I hope you have Monday off and can get some nice rest and relaxation. It's Labor Day. I mean, you've worked all year for that day. So enjoy it, kick back, relax. And so when I saw the red, white, and blue, I thought, that's a goodie for the Labor Day weekend. This is on a Michael Prater, a Coe River Sharp Finger Skinner. That is a 7-inch Coe River. Does have his Star Spangled Banner, red, white, and blue Coralon, and his signature there on the blade. There's the red, white, and blue Coralon. High mirror polish. Those are Coe River Skinners. That's such an excellent frame to start out with, and then you get the Coralon handle on top of that. You get a signature series knife. You will be proud to carry. Everybody's going to love the look of it, and it's only $28.95. You're not going to be able to walk into a store and find a Michael Prater signature series Skinner. And that's what we also have here. Now, the 7-inch was the Star Spangled Banner. This was the Freedom Spirit. This was what I would refer to as the second batch of red, white, and blue. Michael Prater, he did add a little bit more pearl flake in this one. You see the sparkle in that red, white, and blue. Look at how thick the Coralon is. There's a lot of that shimmer, and then an embossed guard. That's on a Sharps fixed blade. Red, white, and blue. Freedom Spirit Skinner. We're going to take a very short network break. More knives to come. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Glad to have you tuned in. The Cutlery Corner Network. It has been a wonderful weekend. To tune in to Cutlery Corner, we had Tim Scott with Winchester here with us this weekend, along with Michael Prater, and we're still showcasing some of the Winchester knives that we have left in stock. Some of them are already sold out, but many of them are very low quantity. That's because Tim Scott with Winchester has released some of the knives that he had in the vault, and we are now able to put them on the show here for the general public to buy. And he's had some of these back. See, this one dates back to '03. The cartridge series and the 270, that was the 270 frame. Now, also, if you're just not tuning in, with all Winchester knives, except for, I think, one set, and I'll explain that when we get there, you will get the cartridge, you will get the Getaway bronze jackknife and the knife opener with every Winchester knife. And this one is done in that burnt orange. It also has that original Rogers jigging from the original machine, Rogers jigging machine, that dates back to early 1900s, late 1800s. And it's pretty fascinating, and they are fabulous. I can't wait for you to get them at home and see it for yourself. This is a Aggressor Tactical, and it's going to qualify you for free shipping on your entire order. It is $18.75. Item number is 105755. That is also an assisted opening tactical. 105755. Take advantage of free shipping while you can. Oh yes, we also have a knife polishing cloth and some acrylic stands. That is only $12. 51724 is your item number. And for just 12 bucks, you can have a way to polish your knives. You can put them on those stands when you get done. These are the same stands that we depend on here on the show. You see them on our show practically with every knife that we show. So that's kind of cool that you have that same capability at home. The Wasp throwing axes, they are 12-inch. Razor sharp, and I'm serious, razor sharp throwing axes. They are a lot of fun, and with fall coming around, this might be the new thing. You know, a lot of people like to play cornhole, but throwing axes is pretty cool. 103113 is your item number for the Wasp, and we've now dropped the price down to $138 on those. Zach Brown owns that company, which is pretty impressive. I didn't know he was a bladesmith until this year. Winchester split back. Okay, this is, first of all, this is that Red India stag. You can't buy it anymore, but see, they made this knife in 2010. This one's the newest knife that I have on the show through Winchester is made in 2010, pre-embargo. So that is the stag. And then I noticed too, see, I like that original Buffalo Shield. I've seen the Buffalo Shield on the burnt orange. I'm a huge fan of the Buffalo Shield. You get that, check out the stag. Whew, that is so pretty. I mean, that's some of the most gorgeous stag I've ever come across. That you get the free Winchester gifts. This is the original Winchester box. It's $238. When he says the split back, you can see how they did the work here on the spine of the knife. Of course, this has the two blades on this side, so it just makes the knife work better. There's no friction with those blades, and it's handmade USA Winchester quality. That's it. It all boils down to the pride in the company, the quality of the knives. This is 105411 on the Stag Whittler that we just had, and I only have 5 of those left, so I know it's going to be gone soon. Now, this particular one, this is really one of the largest knives that Winchester made It's $248, and I believe it's the last one that I have on the show that has the stag. And that is on an 89. Golly bum, an 89. That's, what are we looking at? A knife that's 31 years old. Folks, they just aren't made like this anymore. Look at those crimped bolsters. This has the bow tie shield. Such a difficult process too to get that shield on there. That is a 1950, original 1950 frame design, but the knife was made in 89 with that Red India stag. 105427, item number. If you're looking for a great little trapper here, this is Ram's Horn, and it's Steel Warrior. It's one of our top house brands, the Steel Warrior line. That is 12 bucks. Item number is 103905, 4 1/4 premium trapper. And when you do come across trappers, Steel Warrior trappers, for the most part, they're going to be around $19.95. Welcome into Labor Day weekend. That is 12 bucks on that Steel Warrior Ram's Horn trapper. 103905, item number. 103905. Looks like we have about 100 of those left in stock, and that'll be sold out. We have had so many different brands on the show, and really we're just getting started. There's a whole lot more to cover. I have some Kershaw knives coming up here in a little bit, Steel Warrior, the Lunchbox series by Jim Frost, and this is made by Hella. This is a handmade knife out of Norway. It is called the Hella Harding Skinner, and of course handmade, genuine leather sheath, handmade. It's $159.95. Item number is 103140. Comes with the polishing cloth, comes with the collector tube. And the center here on the handle, that is going to be curly birch, and then you have a dark oak that'll be capping that off. The blade is a triple laminated blade. The core of the fixed blade, that's top secret. I can't even reveal that because they don't let anybody know. That is a trademark for them. They've been making these handmade fixed blades since 1932 and still going strong today. I just have a few Hella knives on the show. We've sold out of all the others, but this is a good one for the fall, and they are, man, you talk about sharp. That is a seriously sharp skinning knife. 103140. Item number there. The African Big Five, and this also is a Michael Prater Signature Series opportunity. And there's also a couple of ways that you can get in on this. You can go through the monthly program if you want, over 5 months. It's like a continuity program. Or you can buy the whole set at one time. It's really however you want to work it. But if you want to do the monthly program, it's $34.50 every month for 5 months. Item number is 105583. The African Big Five, you have the lion. There's your buffalo coming around, the rhino. And which one's next? The leopard. And then the last one, the elephant. So those are your 5 of the African Big Five. This is also a chip away Michael Prater deal. So that's white smooth bone on those chip away fixed blades. You get a laser blade that's saying African Big Five, Michael Prater's signature. The leather sheaths, of course, the leather sheaths will come with it. But then let's say if you go with the continuity program at the end of the 5 months, you will get the display, which is a big 12 by 18 display. You'll get the certificate of authenticity and all that. But if you want to buy the whole set, item number is 105582, and that's $150. You'll get it all at once. You'll get the 5 knives, the certificates, and the display all in one shipment. If you want to do that, there's also the other certificate of authenticity. So It's your preference. The African Big Five has been something that really we have sold on the show for years. Ever since I remember, we've had a version of an African Big Five, but really this is the first time we've had a Michael Prater version of the African Big Five. So 1055.83 for the continuity program, or 1055.82 if you want to buy it all at one time. I would also get that aggressor snapshot if you're buying it all at one time, so you won't have to pay for shipping on that display. The glitter striped sunfish. It is $175. This one is going back to 98. Tim Scott was telling us how they had to buy 300 pounds of this glitter stripe material to make the Winchester knives. And then they cut it a different direction than what typically was cut. I believe they cut it horizontal to give you more of the stripe. But of course, that's a sacrifice on their part too. But this is that large sunfish. The other thing you get is the Winchester belt buckle, which I'm going to say that's at least $25 in value. We also have the Winchester getaway knife. That's another $25. And the knife opener, just for purchasing a Winchester. 1051.45 item number for 175 bucks. Now I only have 13 of those left, so 1051.45. The Sowbelly Stockman, this is also a Winchester, but this one's featuring the rifle shield. And we're also looking at this burnt orange jig bone, the Rogers jigging, which that's also a really cool story. This one is a 97 frame from the Winchester vault, 97. So the knife is 23 years old. And Tim Scott himself did the jigging, the Rogers jigging, with the original Rogers machinery, the jigging machinery, which was, we learned the machine itself was made in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Winchester bought that and restored it. Actually, they had to spend around $60,000 just to restore the original Rogers machine. So now he said they can do like 100 different jigs on knife handles. But of course, the Rogers jig is very, very popular. And then to know that Tim Scott himself doing a lot of the jig bone handles that you see on these Winchester knives. They are made in the USA. A lot of quality involved there. A lot of talent and pride, you know, it really comes through. You see that in all of the Winchester knives. This is one of the ones that is a combination knife. This is a Winchester, but it is also a painted pony. You will get 3 different giveaways with this knife. You will get that Feather McCall Barlow. You'll get the getaway Winchester bronze knife and the knife opener. Large clasp knife. And Michael Prater has gone to one of his most popular handles of 2020, which is genuine woolly mammoth. I do like the look of this one. Woolly mammoth, it's all different, you know, but I love that kind of starburst look that you have with that bold black stripe, which is woolly mammoth, and it's continuous there on both sides. Really striking, very beautiful. That is, okay, so it does say Painted Pony Custom on the back. I believe he only made 5 of these. This is the original Winchester box to go along with the clasp knife. And they filed the brass liner. When those two companies merged and decided to make some custom knives, it is so rich in tradition and so rich in quality. It is definitely a knife I think that you'll be proud of for many, many years. It's something you're going to hand down the family. Absolutely. 1042.43, item number for that one. We did talk at the beginning of the show about buying bulldogs. And when you do buy a bulldog knife, your name goes into the drawing for the Michael Prater Woolly Mammoth Bowie that will be given away on October the 7th. This is going to be your first opportunity for a bulldog knife. Yeah, there's the buoy. I'd say that's got a $1,000 retail value behind it. Lots of woolly mammoth turquoise, and it's a one only. So it might just, you could never put a price tag on that because it is a one only. This is a premier edition, one of 300. Genuine deer stag, and back to that original bulldog shield. They have continued that on the second generation bulldog knives, which we have here. You got the crimped bolsters. These are Rockwool tested for the first time, 5658. On that Rockwool testing, that's all guaranteed. And what a wonderful trapper for fall, for winter. Trappers are a go-to knife for a lot of people, or a collector knife too. Think about all of the trapper collectors out there. 58793 on that Premier Edition Stag. Painted Pony, the American Southwest. This one is $525. He only made 5. And we're going to go through the different handle materials that he has here. The blood red turquoise is the main. Then you have spiny oyster, which is done in the orange. 40 count web turquoise, the chevron spacers with the design. And of course he has filed the back of the knife. Well, really, he's filed it all the way around. This magnet, the stand, you'll get the Painted Pony stand, and they are magnetized. That knife is not going anywhere when they do that. This frame itself is already in the collector zone because that is a Buck 101. We learned that Buck has now discontinued that frame. They will no longer be making that frame. And when Michael Prater heard that, he bought the last they had, which I think was only 40. But you'll get the leather sheath. You will also receive the feather macaw Barlow. But that, I can't believe that they would do away with that frame. I really enjoy that Buck 101 fixed blade. But, you know, it only ramps up the value of that knife, the collectability of that knife for our shoppers. All right, here we have a turntable. It's called Fall Trapper Harvest. 9 total pieces for $98.75. The buck skinner is in the center. And the buck center is done with this green pick bone. It's typically $22. We sell it as a single item, $22, which I love it when we're able to put a knife like that in the center of a pocket knife set and give you the price point of pocket knives, because that's $10.97 a piece. That's all you're paying for the buck skinner. It's not $22. Your other trappers here on the table, these are all Steel Warrior premium trappers. They go for like $19.95 a piece. We have red jig bone, the saw cut jig done in the antique green, pumpkin smooth bone. I like that one. Oxhorn, smooth polished oxhorn, the winter age, which has the jigging. There's your giraffe, and then also the giraffe jigged on the bolsters. Exotic ram's horn, midnight indigo. That's a very popular one. Actually, it's my favorite in that whole set, that midnight indigo. $98.75 for Trapper Harvest. Item number is 105770. Definitely get that aggressor snapshot, because you don't want to pay for shipping when you don't have to. The aggressor snapshot is $1057.55, and it will give you free shipping on your entire order. So if you're picking up on Fall Trapper Harvest, you want the fixed blades that we have coming up on our next turntable, maybe you're interested in swords, whatever you have in mind, if you've got that tack, you have free shipping. All right. Next, we are looking at Odd Lot Bowie Blowout. Few times a year, we do an odd lot opportunity. Big time savings. $9.80 a knife for buoys. A lot of these are going to be Well, let's see. I think the smallest one on the table is a 12, which is, I'm looking at like the stacked leather. The others will be 15, 16, 18. We also have a frostwood buoy in the buy that is guaranteed, and it's called the Howling Wolf Buoy. It has a retail value of $199.95. It will be guaranteed in the deal, and then we will finish out your buy with 9 additional buoys. So this is going to be the Howling Wolf. It's a 16.5-inch buoy. That's going to be the first one you get. And then there are 9 other choices. We have black forest wood, stacked leather, rubber sure grip, the tack assault, tack extreme line, lanyards on the back. We also have cocobolo, black forest wood handles. There's another one in frostwood. You might get that one. This is the type of opportunity, though, where we have so many choices. Of course, this is all we could fit on a turntable, but I wish we could just take you down the aisles of the warehouse and show you, because there are so many other nice buoys that will be going out the door. I like that one there that looks like carbon fiber. The other thing that we just don't have room for will be the sheaths. You'll get a sheath with every buoy. You'll, of course, get the gift box that goes along with it. That is $98 for the Odd Lot Buoy Blowout. Item number is 1057.47. Retail value is about $500 on that deal. 1057.49. 1057.49 on the Odd Lot Buoy. Get the aggressor snapshot so you don't have to pay for shipping. Campfire Special. I've had my eye on this set. There's some true treasures in this deal. And now this one is all guaranteed, even though you may not have seen a lot of the knives that you have here on the turntable in years and years, but they are here now. First of all, I believe this one was called the Gatorback, where you can see the sawback, very unique sawback design on this buoy. It's a black forest wood. That's got a $100 value behind it, at least, maybe even more. But I'm going to be conservative and go $99.95, $100 value just in the buoy that you see here. Then there's 4 additional fixed blades. Those are made by the Beaver Creek line. We have the cocobolo, the emerald wood, the black forest wood, and the frost wood. So those are 9-inch deer skinners by the Beaver Creek line. But the other big thing about this buy, the pocket knives and the choices of the pocket knives. Very colorful combination too. We have, you're looking at the Caribbean blue, the Stockman, the Congress, and the Barracuda lockback. That's in the Caribbean blue. On the lower level, the Champagne right here is Stockman. The Viper lockback in green, this beautiful peanut done in the jade green. Key lime Congress, key lime Copperhead. There's the Banana Jig Stockman and the Banana Jig Barracuda lockback. And that gray, it is a smoky gray jig bone trapper. That's the other item you get. So trappers in the Steel Warrior line, they're like $19.95. Every knife here on the table is $7.50. The Beaver Creek Skinners, $7.50. The large Gatorback buoy, $7.50. And then those pocket knives. We honestly do not sell any of those Steel Warrior pocket knives for $7.50. It's the Campfire Special. This time of year, perfect time to go camping, just enjoying the great outdoors. And there's a lot of knives that you can enjoy the great outdoors with. 1057.59, item number, and finish off with a tactical. That's really the only thing missing in that set. You don't have a tactical. And if you get that aggressor snapshot, then you also get free shipping. And it's carousel time. I do hope you have a pen and a piece of paper handy. Write these item numbers down. Labor Day. It's Labor Day weekend, Labor Day Monday. The K Star Spangled Canoe. This is a 3D laser etch on a white smooth bone canoe. That's how it starts out. Then they do the color wash treatment, giving it the red, white, and blue stripes. And when you do feel the knife handle, you feel the ridges. You have the flag, you feel the stripes. It's all really neat. USA is in blue there on the blade. 101812. Item number, it's $96.99. I have one of those old. Now this is one of the Winchesters. It's a rare 91 Winchester Whittler. It is $175, and it's one of my favorites that we have here on the show because of that bone handle. And this particular bone handle is one of the ones that was stored in the well when Tim Scott went to Utica to get the Rogers jigging machine. They discovered these old bone handles that were stored deep inside of a well. That knife handle is over 100 years old. And it also has the badge shield. But look at the color of that and just such fine craftsmanship. It's $175. Item number is 105156. With it being almost deer season, fall, camping, hiking, all the good stuff we enjoy in fall. This is the Case Caliber. It is a Zytel lockback, and it's only $18.99. So you're not going to be too upset if this knife is lost along the way on your adventures. But it is a made in the USA excellent knife in itself. 3.5-inch lockback and the camo Zytel for $18.99. 47064, item number. Okay, this is beautiful. This is burl wood. It is Winchester. And I know these were very, very limited as far as how many were made, like just a couple of hundred were ever even made. We have 6. That's how many we were able to get out of this old stock. But it is polished. I've seen burl wood before, you know, on some trappers and things, but not to this caliber. That is on a 97 frame. It's 23 years old and looks that amazing. Of course, Tim Scott kept these in a vault area, Winchester vault area all this time. They're just now being turned loose. It's $183. Item number is 105144. This is a Case Premium Trapper. And I think this is a 2019, so fairly new by Case. This has a saw cut jig in that Caribbean blue. It's $58.95. That's an awesome everyday knife to just have with you in that Caribbean blue. 1035.77. Seems like we also have the 3.5-inch trapper too, if you prefer the medium size. I do believe that one is also out there. Copper ruby, or actually Tim Scott called this something different. He called it brown, silver and brown pearl. Thank you, Chase. Silver and brown pearl was the name, I think, that Winchester officially gave that, but it is a comp handle where they're able to create that. And there again, very low number of these were made, like in the hundreds. I only have 5. It's a 5-blade sow belly. On top of that, $164.50. This is a 98 Winchester, 22 years old. These are knives you will never see on our show after this weekend. They will be gone. When they sell out, I know. Now, because I was just trying to be able to see all you tell me throughout the show there, Chase. Whoops. The Giraffe Pocket Hunter. Now, the story of the Pocket Hunter goes, this was a new frame by Case this year. And this is going to be their 2020 vault knife. It will have the 2020 10 dots will be on that blade in the back. So that's where you're going to see the 2020 tang stamping. But this is also in the Giraffe, which may just be the most exotic collectible one out of the bunch. I mean, we've had several different handles. A lot of times, what did we have? Mostly jig bone handles, of course, by case. But that's a 2 3/4 little pocket hunter, and it's $128. They'll stop making these very soon. We are in September, so they'll probably stop production on those around October, put those in the vault 5, 10 years, finally let them go. This is the Case Prayer Trapper, and I only have 11 of these left in stock. God grant me, hold on a second, let me get a little closer. Let's see. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. The Serenity Prayer Trapper, which is also done with that 3D laser etch, the color wash, which is a silver and gray color wash. I only have 11 of these left. It's $108. Item number 103657. Hen and Rooster come out with a big gunboat canoe. That is a 4.5-inch gunboat canoe and done in red dino bone stone. And Michael told us this weekend when he orders that particular Jasper handle, he orders it by that name, dino bone stone. But it is a Jasper handle. It's front and back. I only have 4 of those left in stock. Did the Chrysocolla sell out? There was a Chrysocolla gunboat. I think it was really low in quantity if it hasn't sold out yet, but I would want them both if I were you guys. They were both $86.75. Item number is 105648. This is fabulous. Michael Prater Hen and Rooster Wild Horse. This is actually Painted Pony Jasper. It is $83.60. But a Hen and Rooster 4-blade Congress, square-jawed bolster there, on the Congress in the Painted Pony Jasper stone handle. And that, of course, is front and back too. $83.60. I only have 8 of those left to go. But that's one of my all-time favorites, the Painted Pony Jasper stone handle. Who doesn't love that? And with fall being here, look at this autumn second cut trapper. This is a fairly new one by Hen and Rooster. It is $58.75. Item number is 105322. And I know everybody loves different brands, and wanted to make sure we gave you plenty of looks in the Hen and Rooster line too. Autumn second cut, one of the new ones out by Hen and Rooster. Welcome to fall. Welcome to Labor Day weekend. Have you seen our lunch bucket series yet? This is a 50-year anniversary collector set. And 50 years ago, maybe 51 years now, Jim Frost started selling knives out of a lunch bucket. He worked for a chemical plant here in Chattanooga, and during his lunch break, he would have knives in his lunch bucket there, and he would sell that to his coworkers during his lunch break. So really, the whole dream of being in the knife business originated in a lunchbox in 1969. This is a 6-piece pocket knife set, and you will also get the collector boxes down here too with the dates, 1969, 2019, 50 years, Jim Frost. The frames will be that premium trapper. We also have a peanut here. This is done in that deep saw cut jig, and also in Jim's favorite color, which is this hunter green. There's a 2-blade doctor knife, a Stockman, a lockback, and a toothpick. There's a couple of ways you can get this set. If you just want the 6 knives, you can, but we also have a way for you to get the 6 knives, a display, and then also the Frost History and Tribute book. If you get all those items, it's $125. That will be the book, the display, the 6 knives, and that certificate of authenticity. But there is also another way. If you just want the 6 knives, ask your operator about that item number. Oh, there it is. It is 105104, and it is only $85 just for the 6 lunch bucket knives. So that's also an option. Maybe you already have a display at home. 105104 or 105101. Certificate, display, knives, book. Oh, and Jim will also autograph the History and Tribute book. So he will sign that. This has got to be my favorite knife in the kitchen. If I love it, I think you guys will too. Well, everybody has a need for this. And this is also a case. Made in the USA, this big chef knife. It is a walnut handle. And I'm telling you, if you don't already have sharp kitchen knives, you are missing out. But be careful, because I don't want you to cut your finger in the process. Because that's what happens. That's what happens to me. It happens to most people. When you go from dull kitchen knives to sharp kitchen knives like this one here, it kind of catches you off guard. But that's made in the USA, case XX on that big chef knife. You have 3 brass pins, 13-inch overall chef knife, $46.75. We only have 11 of these left in stock. We actually have a very large department of case knives, thanks to Jeff Daniels. He keeps all that going. And it really helped out a lot, especially this year when Case shut down for about 3 or 4 months because of COVID. We kept rolling, and that's some of the ones we still had in our inventory. I'm going to go through a run of Kershaw knives, and this one is called the Cryo. Is that how you pronounce that, you think? The Kershaw Cryo 2. It's solid stainless steel, but this one also has a titanium coat. It's well over 4 inches here on the handle, and a solid frame lock. There's a clip on the back. I'm going to close it up. And I was looking at that Hinder design. And they are, of course, what we call, assisted opening fast knives. This is pretty slim line, but you can see how solid that is. So that's going to be the first one. I do like that titanium coat. $1054.85 for that one. It's $56.75. Next, we have this olive green Kershaw scallion. And the scallion's going to be the smallest one that I have out of all these, but it's also a preference. This one's a 3.5 inch on the handle. Doesn't take up a lot of room. And if you do a lot of bending, moving on the job, that's an issue. So you don't want your knife to get in the way. But the Kershaw scallion in the green, look how fast it is. It's about the closest thing you're going to get to a switchblade. They are quick. So quick, this lock here definitely comes in handy. So when the blade's closed, I recommend you slide the lock over so it doesn't open up when you least expect it. You can also lock it if opened up. But the Kershaw scallion in the green, it's $59.95. We have several different colors in stock too. I do know there's a blue one and a black one I think we still have in stock. This is kind of out of the box, but it's been getting a lot of talk. It's purple. It's the Kershaw Purple Leak. Now this is a 4-inch handle, so it's a 1/2 inch larger than the scallion and different design. There's the clip on the back. This is a Ken Onion design, but it still has the same locking feature. Anything purple that comes around our show is a success. That's just the bottom line, whether it's a pocket knife, whether it's tactical. And when you've got one that works like that, and I'll do that one more time because it was so fast, it caught me off guard. That's made in the USA, Kershaw the purple leek, but I understand the purple might not be your color. That's fine too. We have it in several different colors, but now there's only 7 of this one left in the purple. 10, 56, 41. I do believe we have the leek. I think there's the burnt orange is still left. But this one is done in the stone wash, which I think it's really trendy and edgy. The stone wash is, honestly, it's just cool. Very cool. Solid frame lock, that same Ken Onion design, black clip on the back. Again, you can lock it. But that's a little more traditional, I think, than the purple and universal. But man, they're awesome knives. Made in the USA, Kershaw. So that particular one in the stone wash is $98.75. Item number is 105369. Okay, we've covered so many knives this weekend. But I know I didn't have this one. I'm not sure if Todd did or not. But it's the Buck 113. That's going to be in the Mammoth, which is a 7 1/4. I had the 101 a little bit earlier, but this is the 113. And of course, Michael is focusing primarily on this woolly mammoth. It's done in that tree ring pattern. And I want to show you guys the red lines because that's not typical. I haven't seen it on any of the other Buck fixed blades. This one is number 6, so I'm guessing he made 10. I only have 4 left in stock. Somebody will end up with this one here, the number 6. You have the black jet onyx spacers. He's done a lot of file work on the spine of the knife, really on the back of the blade too. You'll get the black leather sheath, but this is the last show since it's our Sunday show and we are wrapping up our sales. You will get the Feather Macaw Barlow with any painted pony on the show. And this is going to be the last day that we are doing the giveaway. So of course you get one here. You'll also get the acrylic stand to go along with that, $625 on the Painted Pony Buck 113. Item number is 104921. How many of these do we have? Okay, I have 21 of these left. And this is a Feather Macaw, just like the Feather Macaw Barlow we just saw. This is going to be the large 10.5-inch Skinner. This is the largest Skinner that he made in this Feather Macaw Corlon. Here's the other side. Check out all that color. Orange, blue, green, yellow, all that's $54.75, high mirror polish. Item number is 103918. And one of Michael's friends had actually they had a couple of Feather Macaw birds. And he said that they were gorgeous birds. This particular one was kind of a mean bird, but he took some of the feathers that he dropped there in his cage and took it into the company and created a Feather Macaw Corlon that matched up with the colors of the feather. 103918, item number, $54.75, just 21 of those left in stock. But we also have a Feather Macaw, a Coe River 7-inch Skinner. Those are the only 2 fixed blades I know that Michael Prater made in that Signature Series line. Speaking of Painted Pony, this one is a case tree ring clasp knife. Okay, so that will get that Feather Macaw also. Tree ring in the center, the chevron spacers, and then chrysocolla. Gosh, that's a lot of chrysocolla because obviously this is a big knife. Look at all the file work he does on the spine, the brass liner. I noticed The bolsters on this one, going back to that kind of flashy, kind of resembles like an alligator jig pattern. It's an $1,800 knife. This is one of the new designs that Michael Prater brought in this weekend. But again, this is the last show that you will get the Feather Macaw Barlow. Item number is 1056.99. It was so much fun having those guys on the show this weekend. I have a Painted Pony Winchester sleeve board, and that will come with the other free gifts we've been talking about. You will get, you'll get the Feather Macaw Barlow and the Winchester Bronze Getaway Knife. This is on an 03 frame. So Michael Prater, Tim Scott working together to make this fabulous knife. And instead of its original handle, Michael Prater did the custom tree ring mammoth. Excellent job matching up and really trying to make it flow and look good. And that was one of the things that those guys really emphasized. They're not going to make an ugly knife. They're going to go the extra step. They're going to make sure that the knife you get just looks very together. When you're using woolly mammoth, that's a natural handle material. There are no two pieces that will be alike, but they're also going to do their best to pair it up and make it look good. That's the bronze knife. That's the knife opener. And then we also have the Barlow as your free gift. So if we have any of those left over next week or the following week, we won't have the free stuff to go along with it. That's just for this weekend. This is a 96 Winchester Congress. It's $158. And looks like, okay, that's that Rogers Jigging, compliments of Tim Scott. He did, so he's the owner of Winchester, and he is in there and he is working on these knives. So he did the jigging, the Rogers Jigging that you see. This is on a burnt orange bone handle, and the frame itself is, 96. They went with the bar shield. Out of all the knives I've seen here on the show, this is the first time I've come across the bar shield. And very similar to Case. You know how Case goes through a lot of different shields and keeps them kind of changed up. Winchester is that way a lot too. 1055.24 on the Congress that you see here. It's $158, a knife that's 24 years old already. Okay, so this might be one of the first times that you've seen a multi-tool by Winchester. Well, the truth of the matter is they only made a few hundred of these. And Winchester, they realized the need for a multi-tool. Did they go to Utica to make this multi-tool? I remember that so again, they reached out to them because they are very good at making multi-tools. So, and that's really the wisdom behind the Winchester brand. I mean, if you don't have the tooling to do it, this is not what you specialize in, then they reached out to someone who did. But now they only made a couple of hundred of those. That's $98. Does have the original Winchester box. I looked up multi-tools today like this, the ones that are made with this quality. They're well over $100. It's, I only have 22 of these left. Here's the sheath, the nylon sheath that comes along with it. That will last a lifetime. And it's it's practically indestructible, the way that is. That's like the multi-tool of all multi-tools right there. 1057.26. Item number retail is $249.95. This is a desert tan boot knife. It's only 12 bucks. The thing about this particular boot knife is, the fact that it does have such a razor edge, top and bottom. This does not have a false edge on top. It is razor sharp all the way around. It's this dagger design boot knife, and it's done in this tan rubber sure grip. Has the nylon sheath with the clip, or you can put it there on your belt. Either way, and it's 12 bucks. There is a black version of this knife. It's called the Saturday Night Special. Get them both. I think they're both priced at 12 bucks. But that also features what Buzz refers to as the cat tongue finish on the blade, or we call it like a Teflon type coating. It is a protective type coating on the blade, but it also has a texture to it. 60776, item number. How about some pocket knives? What a good deal. This is Autumn's finest, and it is Steel Warrior pocket knives done in this autumn brown. There's even a fixed blade in here, a 6-inch skinner. It's called the Coon Skinner by Steel Warrior right there. And it's priced just like a pocket knife. It's $7.80. These are all Rockwell tested also. $56.58 because it's Steel Warrior. You get the guaranteed Rockwell testing. $78, I mean, that's just crazy. We don't sell any of these pocket knives for $7.80. There's a premium trapper. It's typically $19.95. The Barracuda with the scalloped bolsters. Toothpick. We have the 3-inch lockback. There's the copperhead, and that's a locking copperhead. A Kentucky 5-blade, super cool. Whittler with the master blade that locks. Looks like a standard copperhead. So it looks like we have a locking and a standard 4-blade Congress, and back to your premium trapper. Autumn's finest. It's Autumn's second cut, all by the Steel Warrior line. 10 total knives, 1 skinner, $78. Item number is 105580. Now, if you were to purchase a tactical, it's called the Aggressor, and it's an assisted opening tactical. If you want to get that tack, that also means you get free shipping on your entire order. So if you're picking up on Autumn's finest, which is a lot of pocket knives, maybe you're getting some fixed blades. Get all you want. Get as many things as you want in your box, because we have a knife that will give you free shipping on your entire order. Doesn't matter if you have swords, doesn't matter if the box weighs 100 pounds. This knife is $18.75. Item number is 105755. It's a 5-inch tactical with a satin finish on the blade, and it's a snapshot. It's a pretty fast knife too. But hey, the benefits of free shipping right there. Fixed blades, and these are all made by the Sharps line. $74.50. It is a 6-piece set. Sharps means you get the nylon sheaths with the red stitching. Most of these are going to be the 12-inch versions, except for one, which is a 10.5, and it's the multi-stripe handle, the Cocobolo, the black and the tan. I do like the look of that. An engraved guard. So you have the natural hardwood here. This is the one that has the engraved guard and pommel. Oh gosh, that's a fairly new design. I don't think I've had this one in a collection before. Did some very pretty work here on the guard too. The Texas Star, but in the brown handle, and the one we've kind of nicknamed the Cat Whiskers has the stainless steel bars on a black comp handle. High mirror polish, and really some of the sharpest large knives that we have here on the show. 12-inch fixed blades with a razor edge, $12.42 a piece on your Sharps steel collection. 105750, item number 105750. Retail value is $232.70. And the knife we were just referring to a little bit earlier about the free shipping, I mean, that's when that really comes into play. It's going to help you out a lot. Trapper Elite, the Trapper bargain buy of this show. Trapper Collectors, this one's right up your alley. Now, these are all Steel Warrior trappers. And typically $19.95 is what you see for these premium trappers. It was Labor Day weekend. We saw some unbelievable knives on our show this weekend and deals. So these are all guaranteed. Autumn second cut, banana jig, the tiger stripe with the tiger striping on the bolster, and also a imitation tortoiseshell. That's one I haven't seen in forever. And you get one of those in the deal too. Kind of gets me in the mood for fall also. There's a couple here in red. We have a dark red walnut and then also just the standard red. So those are the two. You get two red. Solid oxhorn. This one is, you know, I think that's buffalo horn, but I'm going to double check because sometimes the black smoothbone and the buffalo horn. Oh no, that's black smoothbone. I'm glad I checked. We also have the alligator jig, and there is kind of this orange-red smoothbone on the handle. Dark red, red pig bone, and the red smooth. The tiger stripe, the banana jig, those are some of my favorites. Oh, and then the alligator jig. You know, I like that one too. They're all good. I mean, you know, it's $9.80 a trapper. Really can't go wrong. Steel Warrior. Item number is 105578 on the Trapper Elite. This was the Winchester Show Special. Item number 105715. It is $29.95. This is the one set that does not get the getaway bonus knife because this set is the getaway bronze knife, along with the dated, was it the century knife? Yes, on that one too. These are 3.5-inch bronze knives, $29.95. Winchester Show Special. So you have on the reverse side of these, they're both different. So that has the getaway Winchester, and then you have the train with the cowboys there, horseback. And then this one has Winchester with the scroll work on the back of this one. So all the other knives that I've had here on the show will get the bonus getaway knife. That one will not because it's in the set. 105715. This is a Hen & Rooster 175th anniversary knife. It's $68.50. It comes with a cigar gift box. I like this limited edition cigar box. It's done in an antique green bone. Notice the green print here on the blades. That's the color that is just now famous with the Hen & Rooster line, of course. This is a 1 of 500 175th anniversary Hen & Rooster special limited edition with the green and gold pad print on the blades. Antique green bone trapper. 104755 is that item number for $68.50. And Color Me Fall, all the colors of fall. My son went fishing yesterday. He was in a fishing tournament yesterday. And he said, I was seeing some of the leaves turn on the trees on the lake. And I was like, that's such a good sign. The colors of fall, the yellow. I love those. I'm not sure which tree that is that has the yellow leaves. Is it the maple trees? I don't know. Orange smooth. We have the red jig and the autumn brown. That's Color Me Fall Premium Trappers, $56.50. Definitely gets me in the mood for some cooler weather. 1057.71. And that might be my very last item, which I think it is. But you guys stay tuned because we have Todd Boone. He is here on this Sunday. Not sure how we talked him into that. He's coming up next, guys. So he has more of these giveaways, more Winchester knives, more of what you love. Also, if you order a painted pony knife, remember we do have this giveaway for you, which is that Feather Macaw Barlow Signature Series Michael Prater knife. And then the free gifts is going out with the Winchester knives. Hope you guys have a happy Labor Day. Thanks for tuning in here on our Labor Day weekend.
Welcome into Cutlery Corner Network. I'm Todd Boone. I am hoping you are enjoying this series of shows that we've had. Winchester, Michael Prater, Tim Scott here. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it very, very, very much so. Got a lot of product. We still have some of the Winchesters that we have left over that we're going to be making available. And yes, we do have that very popular free shipping knife that you're going to be receiving, which is Attack Extreme. Oh yes, there it is. It's a big one too, folks. 105-755. It's only $18.75. You order one of those, what we have left of them. Your shipping and handling is not going to cost you anything. We're going to pay it, and any other merchandise you may want to go along with that, we're going to pay it as well. As long as that is on your invoice to the lower 48 states, ground freight, we take care of the shipping and handling. The Winchester giveaway that's going to be coming, again, what we have left of them, we have the getaway knife, nice little cool, neat little jackknife with the Winchester. It's a knife pull. Basically, instead of using your fingernail, well, you use that little silver thing that you see to the left of the jackknife. That's with Winchester. If you pick up, whether you see it on the show or not, on our website, if you pick up a Winchester painted pony, you receive both of those, plus this beautiful Feather Macaw Barlow out of the Caliber series. And if you just buy a painted pony, whether it be Case, Buck, or any other brand besides Winchester, one of those Barlows is going to be included at no additional charge. So we got a lot of product to go through, folks. Got a lot of stuff that we're going to be making available. Again, I want to thanks shout out, thanks, Mr. Tim Scott. We certainly appreciate you coming down here and schooling us and schooling me. Thank you so very much, as well as Mr. Michael Prater. All right, it's time for me to get going, folks. Look at this, $14.88. We got a James A. Jim Frost special. Jim picks good ones, folks. This absolutely fits the bill on that at $14.88. Look at all of the hand-carved bone. Everything that you see on this handle, it's done entirely by hand. Now, this is going to be running out of time. All right, we're running out of inventory, but we're also running out of time. In other words, they only last a week, but I'm not so certain that the inventory lasts a week. But it may, I don't know. I would not wait, folks. 420 J2, it's a stainless steel. That's a top grade double stitched hand tan leather sheath. But the carving in this handle, I'll pull this on back, just simply magnificent. Look at the brass spacers and how they've been worked. The guard, everything about the knife, that's just all good. For less than $15, wait till you feel the weight of it. And I would buy more than one for those of you that shop with us on a regular basis. For those get gone, 105-757. At only $14.88, that's all that one is going to cost you. Add to order. Well, this is pretty easy one, isn't it? Basically, it's exactly what it says. Anything that you're making a purchase on, such as maybe you're buying the Jim's Pick. Hope you are, that we just had on air. These are assisted opening knives, and you can add one or two or three sets and pay that special $16 price tag, only $8 a piece. While they're on sale, you can buy as many as you like. All it takes is one other item. It does not matter what that other item is. And oh, and by the way, what you see on the front side of that handle is also on the reverse side, the north and the south. $8. It's like a direct to metal hydro dip type of process. Really, really neat. 105-738 on sale at a special price of only $16. And look at what we've got coming up right here. What you into, Drew? You been doing all right? Did you learn a lot about Winchester? What about you, Gil, Jess? Y'all do good? Y'all did absolutely fantastic. Went flawless, folks. Absolutely flawless. When you have that many guests, well, that's saying something. Look at this one's got gold lip in it. Now, they're all going to be different. Chase saving us and Tim saving us from a... some technical difficulties in the last show that I had with them, but anyway, it was good. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. We're going to try to get him back before Christmas, folks. Look at that beautiful knife I have in my hand. Don't pay any attention to my fingernails. All right. That is only $16.50. That's a George knife. That's what I'm going to start calling them, George knife. We had that one put back for some retail accounts across this nation of ours. And they were unable to pick them all up. Now they're available to you at that super duper special price tag of only $16.50. $59.35. Look at this beautiful old red. Pocket worn handle material on the old red there. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put that right there, see how long it takes me to lose it. So we just had a magnificent specimen of mother of pearl of Coy River. Look at that. They've buffed the red bone handles down, and it gives it the appearance which would have taken years and years and years of everyday carry to make that buff down like that. Pocket worn, hence the name. Beautiful trapper. Got some case knives in. They'll be coming your way over the next up and coming few shows that we have, folks. They're catching up after missing a quarter of a year at a shutdown. Only $59.35. That is $12,322 on that beautiful, beautiful. Look at the richness and the depth of that trapper. It's got Christmas written all over it. Less than a $60 price tag. Case, most of them are still going to be low in inventory. However, so if there's something that you see, call us. I'm going to set that right there, Drew. Beautiful saltwater mother of pearl once again on a hen and rooster trapper, but just not your everyday run-of-the-mill hen and rooster trapper. That's waterfall. That is Damascus steel that has the waterfall effect. Look at it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And look, placing an acrylic protective coat over the pearl allows us to create the beautiful artwork in that acrylic like what you just saw. Beautiful stuff. That is down into the acrylic. It's not just a surface print. And there's your world's finest cutlery since 1845. 2020 now. 175 years later. That is just a very nice, beautiful knife with the fact that it's pearl and Damascus steel. Well, it's a good price if it was just plain at $98. And there is the top of the lid that you can display that. We had a lot of people shopping for the holidays for Christmas, getting an early start. I do not blame you. 102-612 at only a $98 bill on that. And this is going to be beautiful for what it is, Valley Forge. The beauty is in the Damascus. Now, you have a buffalo horn handle. Some of yours may have a swirl on it. They have a tendency to have a white swirl every so often. Not all of them, but some of them. See a little white, a little bit going on in that. Look at all of that file work. This is going to be brought to you in a 1095 carbon steel, sometimes 1084, so I'll say the 1000 series of carbon steel. And then you've got some billets that go in there, a 15N20, which is a nickel steel, and I really like some of these rustic look into the leather sheaths that they've started coming out with. That just makes everything look older than it actually is. And there's nothing wrong with that. $34. That's a good price, too. $34.50, folks, when you purchase 105. 686 is the item number at that $34.50 price tag. This is going to be coming up here in just a second. Get all my Barlows. I'm still getting everything situated. There you go, Drew. These are chip-aways, if I'm not badly mistaken. I'm going to double check on that out of the Hunter series. Only $100 a piece. Well, that's an extraordinary $33.33, basically. Yes, that is the Chip-Away brand. Now, I want you to check out the Damascus steel that Chip-Away started, they've came out with. Damascus is just hot. We'll be having some Winchester Damascus also coming up in the future. So you're going to have one, and those are going to be basically like little guards or a front bolster. They're done in steel. That's not nickel silver. You have smooth bone. You have a second cut torch bone. And then we're also going to have a buffalo horn, that really nice. We're going to go into some of that weathered look to some leather sheaths on some of these knives here in the future. So what you have, wire cut out of the Damascus steel. All right, that is a waterfowl hunter. Enjoying the morning, folks. $33.33 a piece, $100 for the trio. I see raindrop and I see waterfall in those beautiful blades. You ought to try a set of those. 105, 658. They're good looking knives. And they're made to use, actually. I mean, absolutely functional. All right, this Bulldog brand. We've got a deal special that's taking place right now with Bulldog that I actually failed to mention as I started the show out, but there it is. We're going to give that away, and we're going to do so October the 7th. It is the only one. It's a Bulldog buoy. Michael Prater did the 40-count whip turquoise and some of the thickest, heaviest slab cut of tree ring woolly mammoth ivory we've ever had on a knife. So when you purchase like this item here at $42.50, you're going to receive an entry. And October the 7th is when we draw the names, like we did on that last one that we gave away. That was the Silver Horse Stonework Special. So you got some beautiful, some really, really nice old antique green bone. You saw ox horn. There's also buffalo horn. It's the Buster pattern. The Buster pattern has 3 440 stainless steel blades, almost to the point of Stockman configuration, all on one side, but not quite. But you got more blades to use, so you're going to have a heavier, thicker frame on it, a lot more material. About $14.17 each. It looks what it looks like if they're going to break down to price-wise. A little over $109 retail for that trio that we're making available to you. If you need some good working knives, and it's a pattern that's been around longer than I have, folks, selling knives anyway. People like it because it works. It's a good set at $42.50. 1055 7 and a 7 on that awesome Bulldog Buster trio on it. Let's see what we got here. Well, we're going to make this available individually. Now, this is a Winchester. However, it's not going to get the Winchester. It's not going to get the other knife free, just like one that we're selling. This is the one we're giving away. All right, so this is the only one you'll receive on that. I mean, we can't do it, folks. We got to have all that. We have to have more given away. We're going to be giving away more than we thought we were. We went through and have gone through and are still going through a tremendous amount of Winchesters. These were done by old Colonial Knife Company. Goodness gracious, oh Sheffield Clark. Oh, Sheffield, God rest his soul. Look at that knife at $19.95 by Winchester. 105 712. Buy more than one of them. If you're not into the more expensive Winchester knives, they're just not for you. And of course, we know that they're not for everyone. Buy more than one of the getaway if that's something that you like. It's 105 712. Now, that's what we're going to be giving away with our classic old Winchester knives. And well, that getaway was a little bit old too. Like what you see here that was manufactured in 1998. 1998. All 100% handmade in 1998. That is even the original packaging. Well, we're down to just 4 of these left. So most of these, it's just a matter of time. Look at that beautiful bone. Rogers jigging. The Rogers jigging machine, the jigger, the bone jigger, is over 100 years old. Over 100 years old. I believe it also came from Utica. That's going to be the 3030 cartridge shield, like a primer, a cartridge at the end of a bullet. This is done in 1095 carbon. This wheel, and it's got a unique, it's almost like a Whittler back spring configuration. It is. Double split back spring. You have 2 back springs, they split and they taper down to 1. Strength of the main blade has it from 2 different back springs, folks. Only 4 available at $175 in Winebone, 105 413, a 100-plus-year-old jigging machine. That's amazing. This is going to be a beautiful Barlow. This Barlow's legendary John Primble, which was a Belknap hardware. Now, this also comes from Winchester. And the Primble Barlows, because that's all that we have, we don't have many of any of them. There are only 7 of this item. They do receive the giveaway that we're doing. All right, so you'll receive what we give away with Winchesters, like what you just saw. We're also giving away with Primble Barlow. This is gold vein matrix, which basically this is more of like a lapis. Beautiful, beautiful blue lapis. Only 7 of them. You'll receive the original John Primble packaging. It is the oldest still active current trademark of a pocket knife in the entire United States of America. It all came about back in the 1800s. Belknap was around for a long time, folks. 105-194 at $148 only is all that beautiful knife's going to run you. The trophy stag, this is noted as the extreme, 14 inches in length. We got some good ram horn here. We also have some buffalo horn. And we have some emerald wood that is sandwiched in between 2 cuts of brass. Now this is going to be a visible full tang on this trophy stag. Well, that'll probably be 420 J2 tool steel as well. There we go. One, I think that says 500. Got to get the old spectacles out. Yeah, well, we don't even have close to the 500 of those remaining. Look at the file work that takes place on the back of that beautiful knife. Another good Christmas gift idea. Any of the larger knives like this or an accumulation of the smaller pocket knives, I would absolutely, definitely recommend that you pick up on that freight item that we've got going on. By the way, I just checking this price out. That's that beautiful knife and that caliber of a handle material, front, back, ram and buffalo horn is only $34. $34.83 is all that one's going to cost you. $298.71. This is going to be, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them. Yes, we only have 2 left. All right, so we'll be able to accept 2 more orders on this item at $398. 2 of these are going to be where the case trappers, again, eight of what you see has already been sold. So we have 2 more orders, 2 more callers, unless somebody wants to buy both of them. These are all case XX trappers. 2 of the 54 frame, the rest are going to be the trapper lock kick starts. And just look at the incredible handle. I mean, there's not one on here that's just not magnificent. Plus the fact it's the only one of each one of them that exist. These are all prototypes that were intended to make a trip to the Blade Show in Atlanta. It was going to be June, then it was August, and then it was 0. It was nada. It wasn't going to happen, and it did not happen. But they ended up here. So you know what? It all worked out, and it worked out well. That's 105-693. 2 orders. Like I said, 8 are gone. I do not know which 8, which ones of those are gone, folks, but we have 8 of them that are gone. It's 105-693. You have a 30-day money-back satisfaction guarantee. If you are not absolutely 100% satisfied for any reason, you can send one back, or you can send whatever that you order here back. Campfire special. This is a good one too. $120. Look at all these. Look at all of these knives. Those Beaver Creek Skinners. A lot of those George had put back. That is the complete set of 4. It looks, that's the one that's right here. You'll see it coming around. Looks like the old Mountain Man fixed blade knives, Skinners. That's the Ultimate Warrior, that big black forest wood handled fixed blade that you saw with all the tool work on it. So there's 5 fixed blades. The balance are going to round out being done in Steel Warriors. I see some of the original, the first Gunsmoke bone, Blue Caribbean blue bone. A trio of those. That's going to be the Stockman, the Barracuda, the 4-blade Congress, the Oka. That was the old key lime green. We have it in a 4-blade Congress. Then we also have it in a traditional copperhead. Peanuts. I like that little lock blade that you just saw there. And then banana bone we've got going on too. That one has a 2nd generation Steel Warrior shield. The Pearl Lloyd Stockman had a 2nd generation Steel Warrior shield. So in other words, these are new old stock. There's nothing wrong with them. Knives don't spoil. All they need is a little TLC, folks. You take care of them, everything's going to be good. Keep them oiled, whether it's stainless, whether it's not stainless. And The whole entire knife, you're not going to bother that bone, you're not going to bother that celluloid. This is breaking down to just $7.50. So there's not one single one of those Steel Warriors at $7.50. It's not super wholesale. Even the peanut. Now, the peanuts wholesale has gone up to $7.81, but some of these other patterns you're going to be receiving well above that. And then there are 5 fixed blades that you're going to be receiving in this collection, the Campfire Special. And it's getting time for campfires. I'm ready. It's been nice out. That's at $18.75 charge on a 105-755 large TAC Extreme assisted folding hunter that we're doing as the freight item. That campfire, I would recommend freight on it, folks. Getting the freight item because of the weight of it. And well, you got that big old Ultimate Warrior fixed blade knife also. This is going to be the Big Five. The African Big Five Club compliments of Chip Away, as well as Michael Prater. That is all natural white smooth bone. Look at all the artwork that's done on the handle. Some beautiful work put into the bone. All right, so it's not going in there. So what is the African Big Five? Well, you're going to have the Cape Buffalo Black Death. There is a rhinoceros, and we all know how spooky those are. The elephant, the lion, the African lion, and then there is also going to be the leopard. So at $34.50, it's not an our choice type deal. At $34.50, you're going to be shipped one of these knives, the first one. The next month there will be a second. The next, well up until you receive all the fifth one. The fifth one is going to come with the 12 by 18 display, as well as the certificate, the Big Five certificate of authenticity is going to come along with it also. That's that big old certificate that Michael and them worked so very, very hard on. If you don't want to go through all the 5-month period, you want to purchase them right now, well, that's fine. Give us a call, 105-582. The whole entire collection is $150. So that $150 breaks down to $30 per fixed blade. We give you everything else, including the display. So you are saving money. I do that 1875 freight knife because it's probably going to cost that anyway, having that 12 by 18 display. So we just are trying to make it as easy as we possibly can. For those of you that the COVID's been very, very tough on, we get it. I understand completely. I know them. I got friends. I get it, folks. Or you can just buy it outright if you need it immediately for a gift or for yourself. Or you can't wait the 5 months to get that awesome set in your hands. So 105-583, continuity, $34.50, one per month, 105-582. Two, I do believe that was. You get it all. This is going to be a beautiful Skinner. Deer season's here upon us, thank goodness. Yeah, I'm ready. The fall is in the air. We actually got down in the, where I'm at, low 60s last night. That's good stuff when it starts getting like that. I'm tired of hot. I'm ready for a hot trade, some cool sunshine. $48.75, that's just a deal. That is a select 5-star grade of European deer stag on that Skinner, or utility blade, because it doesn't necessarily have to be for skinning. The steel is going to be 41/16, a steel from Germany, and as you see there, Jim Frost, James A. is going to be doing the honors of autographing that sheath at that $48.75 price tag. That's just a good value. That also is a little slightly over $109 retail on that H&R at only $48.75. When you order 105, $449. Jim's been doing a whole lot of autographing, folks. This is the Man in Black. Men in Black. If they come to your house, you've seen something alien. Look at that handle. That's Coraline. This is a contract knife between Case, Frost Cutlery, and Michael Prater. They're all in on it. This is a second generation slant bolster series with the bomb shield. No two are going to be identical. Some can and are similar. Some are completely different. It's only $69.95. Most of the trapper frames, the 54 pattern trappers, we're so low on, it's hard to get them on the show. Squeeze one in here every once in a while because we've been not available to get the skeleton frames of that 18 pattern, but nicely done at $69.95, 46.8, 47. At less than $70 on it, and it's a core line that's actually not all that often seen either. Don't see that one a whole great deal. Oh, look at what we've got here. This was $300. That's the was price. There's no box to this. This is about a 60-plus, 70-year-old hen and rooster fingernail knife that I could probably use. Yeah, it's going to be, huh? Huh? Yeah, Terry Duncan did. God bless him. With the bell on it. This is old, and then has more old on it. This is from Jim Frost's personal collection. It is the only one that there is. Well, in the 50s, 1950, it'd be 70 years old, so we're going to be somewhere right around in that general vicinity. And I need to add, I think this was the one that was, I think it was $300. Jim said just move it out the door, $175. There are going to be a few of them, not many. Most of them have already been sold. I know, again, that's not for everybody. That knife doesn't, $175. People are probably saying, what? Well, it's the age of it, folks. Old, original Bertram out of Solingen, Germany, Cottage Series knives. 83408, one caller at that $175 price tag. E.C. Simmons. E.C. Simmons was a hardware store out of St. Louis, Missouri. We own the rights to have that name now. We bought that name, E.C. Simmons. E.C. Simmons started the King Cutter. This one's going to be back from the 40s. Think about that. All right, we're talking about 60, 70, 80-year-old knife. Way back. I believe probably around 1941, actually. See if I can do this white sheet. There's something on the blade. Now, these are oiled. These are not going to have any stainless. They didn't have stainless. They got oil on the blade. Got King Cutter on the blade, too. It's just hard for me to pick it up under all of that oil. This is just a straight-up jackknife. Old. 30-day money-back guarantee all the time. $400 price tag. There is nothing inexpensive about this knife whatsoever. But the fact that it is just absolutely in a 98, 99, 100% mint condition of this caliber and that age, yes. Yeah, $400, not really all that bad. Check it out. Check out the old King Cutter series. You can Google it and look it up. $833.84. $98.75 on a magnificent large gunboat canoe. Done in deer stag, 3-blade gunboats. Just very similar to a canoe pattern. The bolsters have a tendency sometimes to be a little bit different. Not a lot, but some. But the overall size. All right, this is a large knife. That stag came from Europe. It was purchased in 2019. European deer stag. Took them forever to go through it. Then you have to get knives made. But as you can very well see, the antler that has been selected we want them to select it just like they were going to carry it in their pocket. It'd be like it was going to be theirs. That is a large knife. Look at the size of that big old gunboat. That is an old pattern as well, fairly old anyway, brought back to life, finally. 105-335 at only $98.75. That's just nice right there. It's a good-looking knife, a good display knife, centerpiece. Oh, the old whitetail boot skinner. Now, this doesn't have a boot sheath with a boot clip on it, but it's just called the old boot. I think we used to call it the old boot scooting. A Skinner or something like that. Get this Barlow over here. Yeah. There we go, right there. Wait, what did you say, Drewski? Look at all of the steel that's in that knife. That is done in a, looks like a Black Forest wood handle. Thick. Almost like a Talon type of blade. Very thick, so it's quite heavy. For its size. The handle's been bolted on. just a utility working knife. You can apply a lot of pressure to it because of all the way it's designed and built. Builds up to, goes up a big old hill mountain-like backbone. And a good worker at that $12.75 price tag. Hadn't seen those in quite some time. That's an old item number there, 50678 at only $12.75. Heck, buy more than one of them at $12.75. And then those of you that have not gotten in on this particular one so far at $38.60, this is a winner here. This whitetail brand, just like the boot knife that you just saw, only it's whitetail cutlery. This is German steel. All right, we can get German steel, 4116. What a beautiful handle. Everything about the build on this knife is to perfection. You've got a drop-down hilt, half hilt. You've got a unique pommel. It's almost like it would have continued on and been like a saber guard. But it gives you, you just have a lot more sense of security. At least I did when I held it. And you got a lot of weight in this knife for its size, just an eighth of an inch shy of 10 inches in length. You're going to probably have, $10 in that top grade leather sheath that goes with look at that beautiful handle. All of them that I saw were as awesome looking as the one that you see there is 105534 at only $38.60. I think we got us another oldie here. Oldie coming up. This is going to be Executive Hen and Rooster stainless steel on that one. This is another one of those. There we are. Look at that. They used to make them like that, folks. Little fingernail knives, little executive pen knives. Look at the condition of this knife. I'm checking it out too. That is old. It is the only one. And he dropped this one too. $95. I'm going to probably guesstimate 60, maybe a little more years in age. Probably from around the 1960-ish era. Compliments of Jim Frost, 83423. One person, one only. You ought to look at that one. That's a nice, I can just feel it. You can hold it and you can tell when you hold it, the quality of the knife. There are going to be the spear point, and actually I come to find out, I do believe, now I'm again 95% positive, that there were 60 or 70 Barlows that Case actually still had. They had not been selling them for a long time. Then they got shut down. I don't know if they found them. They found the parts. Something went on. They called Jeff. He said, I'll take them. But I was, from what I've been told, is most of them are going to be these spear points, which was probably what the least amount that we had. All right, so you have a 2019 Case XX Barlow. It's the only year that it was manufactured. Michael Prater put the tree ring mammoth ivory on it, and Case All had to approve all of that. And you have the All-American Case XX Chevron Shield at $220. I'm showing that there are 7 of these with the addition of what Jeff has picked up so far. It's 104808. Once again, we're already back into a situation where the mammoth ivory. We wanted some more on this on these shows that went on, folks, but you can't use it if you do not have it. This is going to come with that Caliber Series Barlow that's done in feather macaw. This is one of the newer Buck 110 nickel silvers. You probably noticed there's not been as many Buck 110 nickel silver painted ponies. There's a tremendous price increase on them. There were 10 of these, and that's all that are going to ever be made. We do not have 10 of them. Beautiful lock blade from Buck. This is the old Lucky Horseshoe. Old painted pony, Lucky Pony Horseshoes, what he called this one. Look at all of that nickel silver. Look at the work that went in to making this knife what it is. Just the time involved. That is onyx. You have some of the larger, wider cut of the chevron wood, and then there is also going to be some wild wild horse jasper, which is the stone that you see there. Now, you receive this magnetic penny pony acrylic stand. It's heavy, and those are very, very strong magnets. I might add, those magnets are expensive too. You'll receive the buck sheath, the buck box. You're going to receive a certificate of authenticity that's more along the line of a card, like a card, and then Michael has those notarized. That's free, by the way. And then he also autographs the certificates. It's $475, only 10 in the entire world. That is all that are ever going to exist. Lucky horseshoe time on the Lucky Buck, 105-776. At $475. Look at this stiletto at $175. I always called this the fishtail. I have to get my old Dawson spectacles. Hope all of y'all are doing well. Hope all the veterans are doing well. 1987. All I had to do is look at the graphics. I call that the black bark bone. That's the bone that was found in bags in a whale. The bone's over 100 years in age. It's soaked and soaked. Well, I guess for 80 plus years. This knife is 33 years in age. Oh, I just grew up with the old timers and everybody I fooled with, trading knives with and selling them when I started. They called that fishtail. Look at that little stiletto. Is that not cool? There are only 3 of them. That is the only 3 that we are going to have. He said there are no more of those. 33 years in age, 100% mint condition, cool on that stiletto. It's 105-767. You get the free Winchester merchandise that's going to come along with that one. Like that shield too. There were 3 different ones. This one there may have just been 2 different ones, I think. This is going to be a Buck 101. A Buck 101 is a fixed blade. It does not fold. It has been discontinued. I take it that Michael bought all of the parts that the Buck could, that Buck had left to build, and Michael ended up buying them all up. So it's a non-folding. Oh, look at that old mammoth right there, a tree ring. It's all got some character in it, and it's going to have one front back brass bolster on it. Look, let me show you this file work on the back. Yeah, it looks like that's a chip out. It's not. It's just the way the woolly mammoth ivory is. All right, and Michael's been updated just a little bit. It's 40,000 years in age now. Most of it, he says 2240, but he said a lot of it that's been here lately, which has not been a lot. 40,000 years in age on a woolly mammoth ivory. This is going to also have the chevron wood, and it's going to have the onyx, the stand, the certificates that I've covered that you get received with each and every painted pony knife. There are just 4 of them left. It's $585. I don't know that we'll get another one of these at all. I don't know what he's done with the other Buck 101 fixed blades. So the knife is discontinued. The handle material is plus 10,000 years in age. And we have 4 remaining, and you'll receive the free Feather Macaw Barlow to go along with it at that $585 price tag. 4 more orders, folks. There's that beautiful Feather Macaw Coraline. Yeah, he does anything with woolly mammoth on it, and his painted pony. It's all done in custom. Should ask him why he decided on doing that. Well, guess what? I forgot. This is E.C. Simmons. So we had the E.C. Simmons King Cutter earlier. It was a whole heck of a lot of money. That sucker was $400 if you missed it. Right now, Jim's pick, $14.88. You can't beat that deal. And not for $14.88, folks. If you haven't bought that one, you're missing out. I mean, that is just it's a $52 retail knife, that $14.88 price tag. And it is just buy more than one of them if you can. But anyway, it's 105-757. So this is the E.C. Simmons brand that we purchased because E.C. Simmons is no longer there. It's a hardware company. It's a big one too. Had knives made knives. They did all kinds of stuff. They carried everything. Shotguns, Damascus steel shotguns. This is done in zebra wood, so I take it that this was probably something that George had set aside as well. That is a very, very large 3-blade Stockman in a zebra wood handle. It's larger than a trapper frame. It's kind of like what we call a jumbo. There's going to be a toothpick. There's going to be An additional middleman Stockman. This is the second generation E.C. Simmons shield, except the first one, that big jumbo, was not. That was the fleur-de-lis. That was the first generation. This is a gentleman or a person hammering a knife on an anvil. That's the shield that are on the single bolster saddle horn trapper, 3-blade Stockman, 5-blade Congress, the toothpick that I mentioned in that old antique frame known as a tapered cigar whittler. There are only 62 orders. That's all that are left. They break down to $7.75 a piece. Get the freight knife, folks. These, I don't know when these are going to come back or if they're even going to come back the way that you see them now. It's new old stock. George had all of these put back, and that's why it's a heck of a value. $7.75 each, 6 of them at $46.50, 104535. Done in that just absolutely beautiful zebra wood handle material. 105765, 1987 Winchester Stockman set, $500 price tag. Can't believe these were bought or haven't been bought up. See, yeah, this is just one heck of a deal right here at $500. It may not sound like it's $166.67 per knife, and then you're going to receive the 9x12 oak S&D Winchester display to go along with it. These were the first knives that Winchester made in 1987. You have a little bit of different variety as far as the shields are concerned. The way they did some of the polish work on some of the blades has also been different. So you have the first series, the second series, and the third series of the Stockmans 33 years ago when they manufactured these knives. This is what I always called the bad shield. They really didn't know exactly what they wanted. And so they ended up with 3 different patterns. We'll never get any more of these. We bought every single one of them that he had of these Stockmans in that black bark bone. The bone that you're looking at on each one of these knives is over 100 years in age. 100 years plus old the bone is. If it had not been soaking in that well that was under that jigging machine, well, it would have never saw it. Yeah, see, it's got a little bit different finish on it. They're all hard date stamped on the back. That's the small shield. That one's a little bit larger and it's polished. High polish on it. 100-plus-year-old bone in my hand. And the knives are 33 years old. That's not quite as polished, but it's also on the large shield. The blades also done just a little bit different. By the way, these blades are 1095 carbon steel. That was his pride and joy, folks. I'm telling you what, he was all about those knives being some of the first ever, or the first ever that Winchester ever manufactured. I know it's not for everybody. I'd get that freight knife on it, but once we sell the last one, we're not going to have them again. Well, 105765 is the item number at that $500 price tag. So it's I actually is kind of surprised at $166.67 each. I mean, we sell others not that old for more. And then we give you. We're giving you the 9x12 S&D oak display. I'd like to have that set. 105765 is what that was. This is going to be the Old Timer collection. Old Time Traders. I call it Old Timer. I shouldn't say that because that's Schrade's name. There we go, Drew. Thank you so very much. Drew, you're doing a fine, outstanding job. Look at that. That's done in cedar. All right, $60. This is basically going to be the same concept. The way that we're going to make it available to you is the African Big 5 series. So $60 is going to start you out with one of the 5 trappers, and you just saw it there. That's that beautiful black gold with the pearl dust in it. This is an exclusive core line, at least at this moment, for each one of these 5 Hen and Rooster 312 pattern trappers. $60, you're locked in. Then you'll receive, next month, you receive a different one until 5 months. The very last one, you're going to receive the certificate and the S&D Cedar display, the Old Time Traders display, presidential collection from S&D. All right, so we're going to have that green sapphire, extremely rare, Old Glory, Hawaiian, some beautiful Hawaiian sunset, and then we have twilight, dual blade print on each and every one of them. If you want to purchase the whole entire collection right now, well, we're going to be making it available as well, and you receive everything. It's 105510 at $300. Do I need to say I would recommend the freight knife? Probably not. You've heard it a whole bunch, folks, but I can't help myself when we do deals like that. Take advantage of that freight knife. The certificate's awesome. It has James A. Jim Frost, Michael J. Prater. They're the old timers that come up with this idea. It is a good one. However you get a hold of it, that's entirely up to you. But limited to only 300 and very, very, very well done with some magnificent, beautiful Coraline handles and the old timers Club Trapper. 105505, excuse me, was that, yeah, that was the continuity. 105755, there's that freight knife that I keep going on and on and on and on about. You know why? Because I like it. It's a good one. And it saves everybody out there shipping and handling. If it's a 50-pound box, if it's a 2-pound box, or if it's a 40-pound, 30-pound box, you save money and you get product for saving that money. Just like what we're doing here at only $29.95, however many of these that we have left. That is going to be a wooden knife holder, done in wood, hen and rooster style. Now there's your weight on that. And these are all going to be integral single forged knives, Santoku, chef, carver, utility, and paring, all one piece of steel, other than the handle and the pins. And by the way, it's 3CR13 stainless on that block set that you just saw. This is going to be the old Black Badger from Steel Warrior. Nice, sweeping executive assisted opening knife at only $15.20 with the Black Forest wood handle. It's a pretty good sized knife too. You'll like that one. Good worker for this up and coming fall. Those of you that spend time outside, or you know someone that does. This also is assisted opening. This also is a George knife, by the way, done in white oak camo. That has a non-reflective satin finish over some surgical stainless steel. Special on it, it's high dollar camo, only $10.88 on 105-283. This has been a good one too. This is a good deal. This is a really, really good deal. I'll tell you what, I'll get that one out here in just one second. We found some Steel Warrior, Miss Steel Warrior posters. Well, I about knocked one over there, didn't I? Anyway, $397.50. I'll get it in just one second. That's what, $132.50 per handmade katana. This is going to be 10 plus hours forging on 2 of them. The 2 that are going to come in those beautiful, beautiful, elaborate presentation cases. Up to 10 hours. Look at that red clay line temper. All right, the edge there, you see that wave, all of that, that's from clay, red clay. All right, the edge has been tempered harder than the balance, the remainder of the blade. It's got to have some type of flexibility, and you want to hold the edge too, because the blade's so long. That's ray skin. The white portion of the handle that you see under the black cotton cloth, that's done in ray skin. You can actually take these apart. It's a handmade custom Suba. These are carbon. They're probably somewhere in the vicinity of about 6 millimeters thickness of steel. These are heavy, heavy swords. Each will come with a katana sock. Now, only 2. The top and the bottom, I do believe it is. I'm going to double check on that. Let me see here. Drewski, I'll get out of your way. Yeah, the top and the bottom come with the presentation boxes. They come with the deluxe care kits and the certificate. And then the one that's right slab dab in the middle just comes in a regular packaging. It's because we wanted to have it available at a little bit less money. But you're looking at $1,197.75 of swords. $1,197. How about I just say $1,200? Less a couple of bucks and a quarter. Be a lot easier for me to do that. Shipping, absolutely, I would take that freight knife. $1,200 worth of handmade custom swords in carbon again. All right, they are. Every one of these are carbon steel. There's not going to be any stainless properties, and they're done in, I believe, let me just double check because I don't want to say anything wrong. I never do that, do I, Drew? I never, ever say anything wrong. 1000 series, called 1060 carbon steel. 10 hours of forging, folks, of tempering, heat treat. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm lackadaisical, huh? You want to help me? Drew, you want this poster? Look, we found these from years ago. I remember them, but it's been a very, very long time. That is Miss Steel Warrior. Watch her with a sword, folks. She's tough. There we go. We're going to give that to you, and you're going to receive it at no additional charge. That's a, that is a, it's a heck of a value. $1,200 worth of swords being sold at, basically 25% of that retail price on the hand forged special. 105 760. Did I knock that one over? I got it back up. Grab one of these up. Huh? Oh, they're wooden sayas too. All the sayas are done in wood. These got a lot of oil on them. You have to keep these katanas oiled. Can't get over the balance and the feel of that sword. At $132.50, what they break down to, $132.50. This is going to be an old German handmade mother of pearl Jim Frost personal collection knife. It's, it would have been, I take it, the 114 pattern. I don't even know if they had. It's C. Bertram, Carl Bertram. I'm looking at stuff too, folks. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Yeah, this was before the 114 stamps, where they stamped the pattern in the blade. Look how they did the inside of it. It looks like that brass middle liner is broke. It's not, if you can pick that up. That's how they made it. This is pinned on saltwater mother of pearl, nickel silver pins, nickel silver bolsters on it, and carbon steel that we're going to have to wipe this one back down. It is the only one that there is. It is old. The only one, the other one that I've seen is in a shadow box that has about, I don't know, 60 or 70 hen and rooster knives in it, some of the original ones that he and Howard Raven picked up in that shadow box. Old stuff. I'd like to know who owns this beautiful knife. Pre-114 stamp, cut out, middle brass liner, pinned on saltwater mother of pearl. It's tough stuff to do right there. One caller, 834-0 at that $300 price tag. Now, this is just straight up king cutter with the leather punch. That's your leather punch. Look at this bone, folks. Old banner, king cutter banner style shield, almost like a bow tie. Look at that. Can we get that? Yeah, you get that. Yeah, that is tooled. Hammer forged is actually, that says hammer forged in there. If I'd quit moving it, Gil would probably be able to do something with it. And then that king cutter. Old, way old. This was probably pre-1941. 41 at the latest. And that's all hammer hand forged blades of carbon. So we're going to be getting up there in about, what, 67, about 80, 79 to 80 plus years in age. This one might have even been in the 30s. Look at the condition of this knife. Incredible. 83383. It is not inexpensive. Try to find one, folks. I mean, in that type of condition, that's going to be the task. $600 when you see one right now. Look at it. Somebody ought to get that one. I said, I can't believe that that one is still here. And the stainless steel ones, I get it because they're always going to be the ones that will be the slower ones. But actually, the stainless steel frame knives are becoming less and less available as well. This is going to be the Mandra. This is the Les Stroud design piece that he did with Hella in Norway. That's where these knives are manufactured. They are hand forged. They're handmade by some Norwegians. And a beautiful, magnificent, picturesque country of Norway. It's a 3 laminate steel. They do not disclose their trade. That's their trade secret. You have soft, hard, soft core. There's going to be complete, and they're sharp as razors. Look at that birch handle. So Les Stroud, the survivor man, you know, that spent all that time outdoors doing his own filming, packing in cameras and everything. Absolutely, I knew why he made this one not 10 inches, 12 inches in length for weight. You're going to have a handmade leather sheath. It's done in saddle. It's finished in saddle grease, a polishing cloth, and always a 30-day warranty. Money back from here, lifetime from Hella. They want you to use those knives. Don't let that one fool you. That knife is sharp, if not more sharp, than a straight razor blade. They are just something else. They are absolutely something else. This is going to be the Torre by handmade in Spain by Castillo. They're the AKTI members, Conservation Alliance members. They're just good. This is just a good knife. It's been voted in the top 10 of everyday carry knives, EDC knives. They want you to use them. It's a Sandvik steel. The Sandvik steel is going to be 14C 28N. It is sharp, it is good, and it is tough. The handle material is going to come somewhere out of either Indonesia area. I think some of it's available in Central America as well. And then it's a Paufero wood, P-A-U-F-E-R-R-O. Of course, I probably didn't pronounce it right. Paufero wood. These are just good. Very, very good. Leather pouch, 320 grit stone. Polish wipes come with it. All 100% handmade. Spain, which is world renowned and has been for centuries in their steel craftsmen. What they could do, especially with swords, folks. Especially with swords. That was $120 on that Castillo, the Torre, and I like them. 105313 was that item number. This is going to be in the Cocobolo. All right, it says Hibbert Spencer. This one's still here too for $175. This is a HSB Hibbert Spencer and Bartlett out of Chicago, Illinois. Google that. Write this item number down. Well, this one's sold. Is that correct? Chase checking there, Drewski? This may be sold. Tell you what, we can check on that. And we can always revisit. It would have been the only one there is. This was Jim's. Huh? We got one? We got the one I'm holding in my hand because it's the only one that there is. All right, my bad on that, my mistake. Uh-oh. Now this is not split back spring, it's tapered. Tapered Whittler. This is genuine Cocobolo handle material. Chicago, Illinois. Can't believe that's still here at $175 price tag. There it is, it is. Was that all of them, Drew? Was that the last one? All right, there. That one right there, right? Oh, yeah, yeah. This Santa Fe Stoneworks out of New Mexico. And on a Hen and Rooster 313 pattern Stockman. And jet and Kingman turquoise come from the Kingman mine. That is red coral. All right, coral from the ocean. They come up with the handle materials at Santa Fe. There are no more of these that are being manufactured. It's $98. 3-blade Stockman. Also has some artwork on the blade. You got a little white piece of paper there, Drew? Handy? Not. I can grab one. Is this segment about over? Well, anyway. It's got artwork on the blade, folks. Wow. This is gone. Kingsman Mine. Google that. One of the most famous first mines in the entire world. We're going to be taking a short break. I do anyway. Station identification. Don't go anywhere, please. We're on a run right now, folks. Be back here in a sec. and I got to drink something. I don't want to. I ain't losing my tonsils now. I'm not giving them up. Look at German bull. Look at that beautiful blue bone muskrat. Gosh, I haven't seen this one in a while either. Handmade German bull. I know I saw some of the folding hunters come in the other day. I believe it was buffalo horn, maybe ox in that 69 frame. German bull. Look at that shield. Mirror polished blades. Look at the build on that knife. Folks, for only $38.50 on that German bull. Doesn't it look pretty neat closed? Must have a lot of muskrat collectors. A lot more now than there used to be, because we can't keep them. They're buying them up. That's a good deal, $38.50. 52344 on that. Beautiful. At least for me, not often seen. I always use that. I like that blue bone. That's a Christmas bone. That's a Christmas knife. 52334 at $38.50. Think about 200, 250 of these were made, and that is all. That was also surprising. Utica. Well, Utica Cutlery manufactured these up in Utica, New York. That is all. Now, these are going to be stainless. This is a very, very fine, high-quality knife. Utica Cutlery, they've been big in everything for a century plus, I guess. Whether it's kitchen knives, working knives, fixed blade knives, pocket knives. I mean, there were case knives, from what I'm understanding, that Utica helped them build. That's what I heard at one point in time. This is going to have, well, there's your screwdriver. It's like a magnetic holder. Fits in the end of the handle. And then you have your Phillips, and you're going to have your an additional size of a Phillips, and then you're going to have a smaller standard screwdriver. You've got a really, really good belt sheath that's going to come with this. These are handy dandy tools. All of the people that have made them, the Leathermans, the Gerbers, the multipliers, these are the needle nose pliers. They're just all good. That is all completely 100% handmade. What I was astonished with is how few of these exist. No more than 250. I'm trying to think, if I'm not badly mistaken, I'm thinking he said about 200. Might have been 225, might have been 250. Regardless, that is not all. And guess how many are being made now? None. None of these are being manufactured, and that's also a new old stock. He had those for a while. There we go, sorry about that. $98 on that, and a needle nose, all handmade, USA made, Winchester, Utica. Primble Prater Barlows, I can't believe there are any of these left either, especially with the fact that there are, we are getting low. This one's coming to the end of the line for right now. We're getting so low on these John Primble Barlows, belt nap Primbles. The beautiful pearl, the gold vein lapis, wild horse jasper, that beautiful custom Barlow there is the most expensive. That's as expensive as the pearl, the one with the red turquoise, 40 count turquoise and the chevron wood, because he had to piece all of that together. One full slab of 40 count web, painted pony jasper. I know that the saltwater mother of pearl is about $220, something like that, folks. All right, so you're going to receive these 6 John Primble Barlows that we had the skeletons of, because he didn't have any handles, and Michael Prater did the handle work. At that $1,000 price tag, once again breaking down to $166.67. And then we're going to give you a 9x12 S&D oak display. John Primble. Goods of Honor was their trademark, and it is still to this day trademarked from the 1800s. And you can display them however you like. It is the only John Primble display that we've ever had from all handmade by S&D up north in Ohio. It is a nice Primble collection. I am partial to the John Primble brand. It exceeds, it's about $2,150, $2,155 of retail on that Primble deal. I'd get that too. I'd take that freight off my ticket, and I'd have that knife to show for it at $18.75. CCM 105755 at that special $18.75 price tag. This is going to be beautiful for what it is, Valley Forge. The beauty is in the Damascus. Now, you have a buffalo horn handle. Some of yours may have a swirl on it. They have a tendency to have a white swirl every so often. Not all of them, but some of them. See a little white, a little bit going on in that. Look at all of that file work. This is going to be brought to you in a 1095 carbon steel, sometimes 1084, so I'll say the 1000 series of carbon steel. And then you've got some billets that go in there, a 15N20, which is a nickel steel, and I really, really, really like some of these rustic look into the leather sheaths that they've started coming out with. That just makes everything look older than it actually is. And there's nothing wrong with that. $34. That's a good price, too. $34.50, folks, when you purchase 105. 686 is the item number at that $34.50 price tag. This is going to be coming up here in just a second. Get all my Barlows. I'm still getting everything situated. There you go, Drew. These are chip-aways, if I'm not badly mistaken. I'm going to double check on that out of the Hunter series. Only $100 a piece. Well, that's an extraordinary $33.33, basically. Yes, that is the Chip-Away brand. Now, I want you to check out the Damascus steel that Chip-Away started, they've came out with. Damascus is just hot. We'll be having some Winchester Damascus also coming up in the future. So you're going to have one, and those are going to be basically like little guards or a front bolster. They're done in steel. That's non-nickel silver. You have smooth bone. You have a second cut torch bone. And then we're also going to have a buffalo horn. That really nice. We're going to go into some of that weathered look to some leather sheaths on some of these knives here in the future. So what you have, wire cut out of the Damascus steel. All right, that is a waterfowl hunter. Enjoying the morning, folks. $33.33 a piece, $100 for the trio. I see raindrop and I see waterfall in those beautiful blades. You ought to try a set of those. 105, 658. They're good-looking knives. And they're made to use, actually. I mean, absolutely functional. All right, this Bulldog brand. We've got a deal, a special that's taking place right now with Bulldog that I actually failed to mention as I started the show out, but there it is. We're going to give that away, and we're going to do so October the 7th. It is the only one. It's a Bulldog buoy. Michael Prater did the 40-count web turquoise and some of the thickest, heaviest slab cut of tree ring woolly mammoth ivory we've ever had on a knife. So when you purchase like this item here at $42.50, you're going to receive an entry. And October the 7th is when we draw the names, like we did on that last one that we gave away. That was the Silver Horse Stonework Special. So you got some beautiful, some really, really nice old antique green bone. You saw ox horn. There's also buffalo horn. It's the Buster pattern. The Buster pattern has 3 440 stainless steel blades, almost to the point of Stockman configuration, all on one side, but not quite. But you got more blades to use, so you're going to have a heavier, thicker frame on it, a lot more material. About $14.17 each is what it looks like if they're going to break down to price-wise. A little over $109 retail for that trio that we're making available to you. If you need some good working knives, and it's a pattern that's been around longer than I have, folks, selling knives anyway. People like it because it works. It's a good set at $42.50. 1055 7 and a 7 on that awesome Bulldog Buster trio on it. Let's see what we got here. Well, we're going to make this available individually. Now, this is a Winchester. However, it's not going to get the Winchester. It's not going to get the other knife free, just like one that we're selling. This is the one we're giving away. All right, so this is the only one you'll receive on that. I mean, we can't do it, folks. We got to have all that. We have to have more given away. We're going to be giving away more than we thought we were. We went through and have gone through and are still going through. a tremendous amount of Winchesters. These were done by old Colonial Knife Company. Goodness gracious, oh Sheffield Clark. Oh, Sheffield, God rest his soul. Look at that knife at 1995 by Winchester. 105 712. Buy more than one of them. If you're not into the more expensive Winchester knives, they're just not for you. And of course, we know that they're not for everyone. Buy more than one of the Getaway if that's something that you like. It's 105 712. Now, that's what we're going to be giving away with our classic old Winchester knives. And well, that Getaway was a little bit old too. Like what you see here that was manufactured in 1998. 1998. All 100% handmade in 1998. That is even the original packaging. Well, we're down to just 4 of these left. So most of these, it's just a matter of time. Look at that beautiful bone. Rogers jigging. The Rogers jigging machine, the jigger, the bone jigger, is over 100 years old. Over 100 years old. I believe it also came from Utica. That's going to be the 3030 cartridge shield, like a primer, a cartridge at the end of a bullet. This is done in 1095 carbon. This wheel, and it's got a unique, it's almost like a Whittler back spring configuration. It is. Double split back spring. You have 2 back springs, they split and they taper down to 1 for back strength of the main blade has it from 2 different back springs, folks. Only 4 available. At $175 in Winebone, 105 413, a 100-plus-year-old jigging machine. That's amazing. This is going to be a beautiful Barlow. This Barlow's legendary John Primble, which was a Belknap hardware. Now, this also comes from Winchester, and the Primble Barlows, because that's all that we have. We don't have many of any of them. There are only 7 of this item. They do receive the giveaway that we're doing. All right, so you'll receive what we give away with Winchesters, like what you just saw. We're also giving away with Primble Barlow. This is gold vein matrix, which basically this is more of like a lapis. Beautiful, beautiful blue lapis. Only 7 of them. You'll receive the original John Primble packaging. It is the oldest still active current trademark of a pocket knife in the entire United States of America. It all came about back in the 1800s. Belknap was around for a long time, folks. 105 194 at $148 only is all that beautiful knife's going to run you. The trophy stag, this is noted as the extreme, 14 inches in length. We got some good ram horn here. We also have some buffalo horn, and we have some emerald wood that is sandwiched in between 2 cuts of brass. Now, this is going to be a visible full tang on this trophy stag. Well, that'll probably be 420 J2 tool steel as well. There we go. One, I think that says 500. Got to get the old spectacles out. Yeah, well, we don't even have close to the 500 of those remaining. Look at the file work that takes place on the back of that beautiful knife. Another good Christmas gift idea. Any of the larger knives like this or an accumulation of the smaller pocket knives, I would absolutely, definitely recommend that you pick up on that freight item that we've got going on. By the way, I just checking this price out. That's that beautiful knife and that caliber of a handle material, front, back, ram and buffalo horn, campfire special. This is a good one too. $120. Look at all these. Look at all of these knives. Those Beaver Creek Skinners, a lot of those George had put back. That is the complete set of 4. It looks, that's the one that's right here. You'll see it coming around. Looks like the old Mountain Man fixed blade knives, Skinners. That's the Ultimate Warrior, that big black forest wood handled fixed blade that you saw with all the tool work on it. So there's 5 fixed blades. The balance are going to round out being done in Steel Warriors. I see some of the original, the first Gunsmoke bone, Blue Caribbean blue bone. A trio of those. That's going to be the Stockman, the Barracuda, the 4-blade Congress, the Oka. That was is the old key lime green. We have it in a 4-blade Congress, then we also have it in a traditional copperhead. Peanuts, I like that little lot blade that you just saw there, and then banana bone we've got going on too. That one has a 2nd generation Steel Warrior shield. The Pearl Lloyd Stockman had a 2nd generation Steel Warrior shield. So in other words, these are new old stock. There's nothing wrong with them. Knives don't spoil. All they need is a little TLC, folks. You take care of them, everything's going to be good. Keep them oiled, whether it's stainless, whether it's not stainless, and you know, the whole entire knife. You're not going to bother that bone. You're not going to bother that celluloid. This is breaking down to just $7.50. So there's not one single one of those Steel Warriors at $7.50 is not super wholesale. Even the peanut. Now the peanuts wholesale's gone up to $7.81, but some of these other patterns you're going to be receiving well above that. And then there are 5 fixed blades that you're going to be receiving in this collection, the Campfire Special. And it's getting time for campfires. I'm ready. It's been nice out. That's at $18.75. Charge on a 105-755 large tack extreme assisted folding hunter that we're doing as the freight item. That campfire, I would recommend freight on it, folks. Getting the freight item because of the weight of it. And well, you got that big old Ultimate Warrior fixed blade knife also. This is going to be the Big 5. The African Big 5 Club, compliments of Chip-Away, as well as Michael Prater. That is all natural white, smooth bone. Look at all the artwork that's done on the handle. Some beautiful work put into the bone. All right, so it's not going in there. So what is the African Big 5? Well, you're going to have the Cape Buffalo Black Death. There is a rhinoceros, and we all know how spooky those are. The elephant, the lion, the African lion, and then there is also going to be the leopard. So at $34.50, it's not an our choice type deal. At $34.50, you're going to be shipped one of these knives, the first one. The next month there will be a second. The next, well up until you receive all the 5th one. The 5th one is going to come with the 12x18 display, as well as the certificate, the Big 5 certificate of authenticity is going to come along with it also. That's that big old certificate that Michael and them worked so very, very hard on. If you don't want to go through all the 5-month period, you want to purchase them right now, well, that's fine. Give us a call, 105-582. The whole entire collection is $150. So that $150 breaks down to $30 per fixed blade. We give you everything else, including the display. So you are saving money. I do that 1875 plate knife because it's probably going to cost that anyway, having that 12x18 display. So we just are trying to make it as easy as we possibly can. For those of you that the COVID's been very, very tough on, we get it. I understand completely. I know them. I got friends. I get it, folks. Or you can just buy it outright if you need it immediately for a gift or for yourself. Or you can't wait the 5 months to get that awesome set. Big 5 African style Canyon. A Canyon turquoise with some wild horse in the middle of it. This is going to be done on a 1994 5.5-inch Winchester Swing Guard Coke bottle frame, painted pony style. It's one of the only ways that we've ever had these are painted ponies that didn't have handles on them. So this, since it's a Winchester, and that there were only 10 of these or no more than 10 of them were ever made, you receive the Feather McCall Barlow. You also receive the Getaway Jackknife Bronze Series from Winchester, and the Winchester Knife Opener goes along with that. Only 2 of them, that's the last 2 we'll ever have at $500, 103378. The Case Masonic, the Freemason, the longest steel current, limited, serialized edition knife, I guess that there will ever be. I take it that they're probably up in close to 60,000 serial number now. $68.99. That's 50,000 something, but that's the same sample that we've had for most of this whole year, folks. Beautiful, beautiful Mason blue bone. You have that really nice tin. A lot of brethren out there, a lot of something for the lodge, something you might want to raffle off, make money on for the lodge, or if there's just someone special that you know of. That is a nice, nice knife. It was $68.99. Now this is going to be 24 karat gold Coralon on a 20 frame peanut. But this one's different. This has the fourth party that is involved with the special engraving. We have to send that off to a person that's a certified jewelry engraver, case approved everything on this. It's under the contract with Frost, Case, and Michael. There are only 2 of them, however. That's the only unfortunate thing. And all of the scrolled series, folks, I don't know when we're going to see any more of this product. $52.53, 14513. Probably not anytime soon. Comes with that nice presentation case. Also, look at the saltwater mother of pearl. Not just saltwater mother of pearl. This is pinned on saltwater mother of pearl. And this Hen and Rooster executive guy, I can't. They were not making this pattern when I first started selling Hen and Rooster knives, and I was 18 years old, and that was in the 80s. There wasn't anything like this. This is going to be another one. It's probably going to be somewhere right there in that general neck of the woods at about 70 years in age. Let me pick this one up, Gil. I can't help myself on these. Look how they pinned that on. They did just an awesome job. No pattern number. Just straight up. C. Bertram. Bertram, Hen and Rooster. Only one. The only reason we have that is Jim Frost is letting some of those go out the door. One caller, $300, 83387. Old, and more old on that. Older than a lot older than I am. This is going to be one of the only sunfish only sunfish we have left, I guess, are painted ponies, might be a burrowwood, but I'm not exactly sure if we even have any more of those. This particular sunfish is either 96 or 98. It's very difficult for me to tell the date on it. You have the jasper, you have the new chevron wood. It's a larger, wider cut. There are only 2. There were only 5 that were built. We have 2 of them available, $498.75. The original Winchester packaging is going to come with it. You're also going to receive everything that's Painted Pony does. Michael Prater, the notarized certificate, the autograph certificate, the free Barlow and Feather McCall, the free Getaway Jackknife from Winchester, and the Winchester knife opener. 2 orders and 2 orders only at $498.75, 105-055. Look at this beautiful Primble and Red India deer stag. Embargoed Red India deer stag at $178, folks. I can't even believe that we still have one. Look at what he did on that shield. He actually put it in and inserted it, and he did it absolutely perfectly. He called me this morning. Tim Scott, he still went on about that stag and how difficult it is. We might be at the end of the road on this one, folks. I'm not exactly sure. Robert Powell, he's called me about making sure that pattern that you were looking for in the Red India deer stag. He's got something special he's conjuring up. There are only going to be 5 of these at this current moment. Now, there may already be people in the ordering process. Shocker, that's here, $178, 105-402. Embargo deer stag on a Primble Barlow with a shield. Now, this is going to be the 30-30. Actually, that's the 270 cartridge, I do believe. But anyway, it'll be all right. $175 price tag on it. That's going to be in burnt orange bone. That's going to be jigged from the original first Russell jigging machine. Crazy stuff, folks. From over 100 years ago when the machine was made. I actually think he says probably late 1800s when they built that jigging machine that they are using right now, and it was used on the knife that you are looking at, and most every single other Winchester that you see that is in bone. Those were 2003, 17 years ago, almost 18 years ago. This is going to be a John Primble belt nap hardware. 40 count web turquoise, even though that almost looks like 50. I count. Nonetheless, it is some absolutely beautiful turquoise. Barlow stamped into the front extended bolster on this, as well as all John Primbles. Michael Prater did the handle material. We have less than 10 of these that are left now at that $148 price tag. Right now, again, the issue is availability of the Barlow. He did bring some. I think it might have been blue. We'll be double checking here in a couple other days, but not very many Primbles, not very many Winchesters either. That was $148 price tag on that beautiful knife. If you love turquoise and know someone that does and they like knives, hard not to like a Barlow. Only 4 of these remain. That's going to be on a Case XX Mako. It's going to come with free Feather Macaw Barlow. Feather Macaw Coraline. This is going to have some beautiful pearl. It's going to have some jet, and it's also going to have some of the Wild Horse Jasper Stone. That's the white. Yeah, it's saltwater mother of pearl on that beautiful Mako. Mako it's going to be printed on the clip blade. It's got all the custom file work down below, the sheath, the stand, the certificate, the freebie, as I said, all that beautiful work. That's an awesome, awesome knife to start with. The Case XX Mako is a winner. That one is $398. There will be no more of those either. It's $104,809 at that $398 price tag. This is going to be an antique green bone, a Warncliffe Whittler. Look at that cool little dude right there, folks. 25 years ago. 25 years. It's an antique. It's $146. It's all handmade. And there's that old bone once again that's been jigged on that old Russell jigging machine at that $146 price tag. Very, very rare. And just, I mean, that's classic. That's Granddaddy's, great-granddaddy's knife, especially if they like to whittle. A 105, 155 at $146 price tag on that beautiful knife. This is something I haven't seen in quite some time either. Now this is going to be, this is hard to get right here, folks. Well, we can't even hardly get the Damascus steel that Devin Thomas did for Case. That's a XX 54 frame Case Trapper in Damascus. That's G10. That's the herringbone wood, and he matched it on the bolsters. $378, folks. That is some old money pricing that you've got going on that one. There will not be another one of these that will ever be made. And that blue and black G10 with Devin Thomas Damascus and a Case Trapper and Michael Prater. Look at all of that work that he did on this knife. And actually, I wasn't even aware that we had this knife left available. That is a very good price. You receive the free Barlow and then the other product, the other certificates and everything that Michael Prater makes available. 103, 164. This is going to be a genuine canoe. You know, this is one of the least pattern that I've seen out of Winchester. We have the last 8 of them that we're going to be able to get at $175 price tag. Done in wine bone, also with that old jigging. That machine's doing as good now as it did back then, it looks like to me. That knife looks old. Well, guess what it is? Can you see the date on that particular one, Drew?
97.
97. One of those years that you don't see a lot of dated Winchesters. 1997, 23, almost 24 years ago. Canoe collectors. The time on this pattern has come to an end. 105, 342. Look at that, and that copper, ruby copper. That's the 3030. It's the 30. It's referencing to that shield. It's like a cartridge primer shield. This is going to be that large one. Also, and I'm pretty positive this is probably going to be manufactured in 1998, which it seems to be that most of the dates on these large Stockman Willer back spring knives are. A big one too. Look at that. That's a celluloid. Reminds me of the old duck feather. This receives the free getaway and the free nail pull. Yeah, most all of these that I've seen are 1998s. Split back spring, how it tapers down. The last 5. And there's the Winchester packaging, which is really, really, I mean, some of it will have a little, just where it's turned. It's faded for whatever the reason. Other than that, most, and that's not on all of them, it's just on some. I call it character marking. 105, 412 at $175 price tag. Grab up that stag handle John Primble Barlow that you saw, folks, and that embargoed stag. The few of those that we have, there are even any of them left right now. This is that big Coke bottle, again, from 1994, 26 years, almost 27 years ago, in Canyon Turquoise. And then the brown is the Obsidian. There are only going to be two. The Obsidian is located in the vicinity with turquoise. Look at that swirl in this turquoise. It's out of the cartridge series. Everything free comes with it, Winchester, and the pony Michael Prater Feather McCall Barlow. All the certificates, there will not be any more of these. This is serial number 5. I do not know what the other serial number is, and we only have 2 of them available. 103518, $496. Yes, archery season is less than well, we got a few more weeks. Archery season is going to be kicking off here in the great state of Tennessee. This is an 80-pound crossbow, 80 pounds. Look at the size of it. A pistol crossbow with a little tactical stock on it. Just hold it up like that. 80 pounds. It's going to come with 3 broadhead bolts, which are Zwicky style. This is a straight razor. They're not Zwickies, but they're that style. Windage and elevation. Very, very, very easy break, like for a breech. Cocking, not going to cock it because you have to shoot it if you cock it. It has a safety mechanism that's built into it. Is that not just awesome? I mean, that is, and it is state of the art, and I have shot them. They are accurate. And one thing I want to tell you, this is very, very powerful. $74.50. And you have 3 of them that are going to come with the field points. Very, very powerful. Not a toy by any means. Very, very accurate. I was super impressed, especially with this fast 80 pounds shooting a bolt like that is what, probably 6 inches long or something like that. It's a bullet. They're fun. Just use careful and use common sense. You will enjoy this item. 103640 at only $74.50. Let's see, oh Shredder. Oh Shredder crossbow. This Sunburst Damascus Viking Guard, look at this one, was $120, $22 discount right now. Look at the Damascus steel in this, 10 series, probably $10.95, maybe $10.60. I got some nickel in it, oh yeah. Look at that beautiful walnut handle, they lacquered that. And then that's your Sunburst, that's done on both sides, pinned on brass. Let's see if I can work with you on this. Jess, I may not be able to. It's Damascus steel. Look at that fuller blood groove, both sides. And 20 nickel. Look at all of the folds, the layers that this one had. Tighter the pattern, the more, that's a bunch of stuff. And look what that acid wash did. Well, it brought all of that steel out, didn't it? All of those folds. We have 4 of these with a top grade leather sheath. 4 orders. And this one will be done. It's kind of one of those warehouse type finds, and we did some midsummer inventory straightening and moving things around, getting ready for the fall. 57545 at $98. That is for the amount of Damascus steel that 4 orders. Somebody ought to buy all 4 of those, but I get that freight knife if I bought one of them because that $18.75 is going to save you money on freight on that. That's $105,755. Just put one of those on your order. We're going to pay the freight to the lower 48. We do it ground freight. Doesn't matter what the freight bill is going to be. Still seeing them, $35, $45. And then, you know, you get these $50, $60 ones. Not as often, but yes, they're there, and people are really liking that freight item. This is going to be Crow and Rooster brand. This is done, you know, like that old. This is really like the charade Uncle Henry style of a Stagalon handle on a, I call that a little Slim Jim trapper, utility trapper. That is a cigar box that's coming with it. Tell you something about that one tough bird on the inside. Oh, this is a heavy, very well made, like the old Tampa Nugget cigars that my grandfather used to keep all the cigar boxes. He told me, he said, don't ever smoke the expensive ones. They're too good. Get the cheap ones. That's what he, and keep the boxes. That's one tough bird. It's going to display with the blades open. There are exactly what I am showing, 17 available. Pretty neat item, especially at only $22.50. 104,596. Look at this executive mint stainless mint condition. Executive fingernail knives are what they were. We had one like it earlier in the pearl. This is in that unique stainless. I'll put this down just one second, but I always have to look at all of them. These old hen and roosters. Yeah, no pattern number. It's got an R right there, an R. I wonder, I need to find out what that meant. All right, I'll put it down, Jess, sorry. I just can't help it. $150, that is the only one that there is, and that's going to be one of those that are also going to be in that 70-year-old range. 70 years in age, folks. Wow. And in the condition, all it takes, TLC. Keep them oiled and keep them in something where moisture is not going to have access to them. The most important thing, oil and away from moisture. I found that putting them in a cardboard box about one of the best things you can do. 83422. One owner, one caller. Jim wants somebody to own that one, so do I. At a $150 price tag. Look around for them. See if you can even find one. Google. Do whatever you want. See if you can come up with one of those. There you go. There you go, Drew. Perfectly 100% mint condition, isn't it? Wow. There are 3 toothpicks left. This is going to be, all right, so the first series of the toothpicks, they're all sold out. I think we might have had one. This is, they were 87s. This was 5 years later, 1992. This is serial number 1. Yeah, I do not know what the other 2 serial numbers are. That's French Blacklet Mother of Pearl. It's 28 years old, antique painted pony, now a Winchester painted pony. Beautiful, beautiful Blacklet Mother of Pearl. To pull this up, I'm gonna shut that blood. All that file work. Look at the colors that you'll see in this pearl that goes around. Good job, Gil. Y'all have all done just absolutely fantastic as so series, all of you. Drew, Jessica, Tim, Chase. Sheila, I was probably the poorest performer of all of you. Slacked. No, I gave it, I had a fun, I had a good time. Real good time. 28 years in age, big old toothpick. There'll be not one more of them done. $456. Barlow comes with it. Getaway Jack Winchester jackknife comes with it. Knife opener comes with it. That $456 price tag, the stands and everything else. That was 105080. Oh, the old mighty Zorro 100th anniversary was last year in 2019. I saw a few Zorro movies that were, well, I saw them on, I didn't watch them, but I thought that there would have been more. You ever watch Zorro, Drew? I know you did. Look at that knife right there. It's on the front side. That's a direct metal hydro dip. Look at all of the, and these are licensed. Everything about this is licensed. All right, so this is going to come with the Zorro stand, and we've not put the stand together because we're going to have to ship this. Very simple. You just put the buoy holder, fixed blade holder on it. There's also a sheath that will come with it if you wanted to put it in the sheath. Sorry about that. And then look at that packaging, matching the blade on Zorro. Spanish for Fox, clad in all black, including his cape and mask. He dispensed justice with a bullwhip, pistol and his famous rapier. And he carved his signature real good too with that rapier. That's just $59.95, folks. That's a neat item. Again, I didn't know we had very many of those because we don't. At 59, old price on that, 103612. A nice trio of some chip away fixed blades. Good skinners, the Buffalo Guard trio. These are going to be done in 420. J2 stainless steel, a smooth bone, blue bone, light red, pink. Some might be dark reds, just depending on the dyeing process. Most custom mosaic shield. The black that you see, that is going to be buffalo horn. Good overall size, just all in all, a nice working knife that look older than they actually are. Got a lot of steel in them. They did some little file work on the back of the blade as well. Some spacers and some brass, stainless steel pins in the buffalo and the bone, and some good leather comes with each one of those. Form-fit pistol style leather sheaths at only $38.75. So that is less than $13 per chip away fixed blade and $116 of retail at $38.75. When you call in order 105-727, you remember this one, Drew, and how to do it? You want to fool with it? You hadn't done enough work today, have you? You've been doing everything. We're still on the skeleton crew. This whole place is skeleton crew. Right on in there, Drew.
Oh, you got
Now you got your now you got your little pocket rocket. Small game, squirrels and stuff. And zombies come. You don't have to starve. No tanto blade on that. Leather pouch comes with it. You got to admit they come up with an idea, didn't they? They come up with an idea on that one. And tanto blade, only $18.50. That is one of the most unique items that we have had in quite some time. Survival slingshot knife, 103-229 at that. And people are buying them up too. $42 is what I'm showing that's going to tally up to retail. It's going to get you an entry, folks. You call and order this item, you get an entry to win something pretty amazing. It's red, white, and blue. Bulldog, slant bolster trappers. And, well, I say you call in order. Many of you already have. There are 37 left. This is ivory. This is true, genuine ivory. And it's legal right now. And it's upwards of 40,000 years in age that we've been updated from Mr. Michael, from his contact. We're going to give it away. It's not for sale. How are you going to win it? Well, somebody is, and they're going to win it October the 2nd by making the purchase on any Bulldog CCN item number. This is a trio of slant bolstered trappers in 440 high carbon stainless steel. One blade's going to have a Rockwell test. That is original dueling Bulldog shields. It's the red bone. Yours may be darker than that. Bone, it's pressure dyed. It's just, some's different. Caribbean blue, this is going to be pearl. Look at the colors that are coming along in that pearl, folks. $13.17. However, as I stated, there are just 37 at this time, just 37 orders that are left at that special $39.50. Boy, you are pulling it all out, aren't you? $15.99. Don't carry this on your belt anywhere, folks. People are going to think it's a gun. It's not. It's not. It's a knife. It's based on that 45 frame, slide action, 1911 style. That's a good looking wood. Cock it, and you got a blade, not a bullet. And then this is the sheath I was talking. Like I say, you walk around with that on your belt, people won't think you got a gun. You heard about that, taking a gun to a knife to a gunfight, hadn't you, Drew? That is just neat. It came in black. We're out, I guess, of all of them, other than the one that you're seeing right now. And more than likely, that is another item that was located during some of this midsummer, late summer, mid-late summer Not complete full-blown inventory, but we go through and because we got to start getting everything ready. There'll be a lot of merchandise be stocking these shelves for the holidays. Got to move things around. 1,096 at only $15.99 for something absolutely really neat. Really neat on that. This is going to be a old coffin frame, 271 pattern, hen and rooster jackknife. It's harder to tell now with the mammoth that the tree ring Michael put on it. Look at that cut scale set, matching mammoth. Cut it right down the middle. A wet saw. It's been stabilized up to 40,000 years, 10,000 to 40,000 years in age. Do not know how many more of these that we're going to see on this particular frame because Jim says people are buying the frame. To get the mammoth on this, we had to use this pattern. Terry Duncan did it, not me, Jim. You know it by now. I took stag off. And they were buying them up in stag. $198 price tag. Tree ring woolly mammoth ivory out of Siberia. Siberia, folks, from the, lot that rivers and stuff they're eroding. This is $200 off. It's the only one that there is, and there'll never be another one. This was the 20-year-old Millennium, the year 2000, displayed Coke bottle Winchester. Now it's a painted pony. There were only, at the very most, there may have been 3. This actually, or might have been 2, but no more than 3 that I am aware of ever exist. That is going to be in the Canyon turquoise. They were $1,400. They put this one on sale. Well, this is the first time I've even seen it. I'm going to open this blade up. It's a custom, hard stamp dated. This is how they came in this. It was regular in micarta, that's jet. And then this is going to have the walnut display with the certificate, the free Barlow, the free jackknife, and that was the Winchester shield that was in that handle before Michael Prater did his work on it. So this is the only one that there's ever going to be again, ever. $1,200. It's a $200 discount off of this knife. Rare? Well, say that there were 3 made. I'm not exactly certain that there were. There may have just been, one or two. I'll have to check and find out with that. I'd like to know who owns that. I mean, $1,400 weren't all that bad. The amount of material that Michael and the work that he had to put into that knife, but the rarity of it, goodness gracious. That was $1,03344 at $1,200, not $1,400. Case Gold No Gem Anniversary 7-piece set. These are all 2019s. There were less than 1,000 of each one of these that were manufactured. Originally, there were 8 patterns. Now there are 7. Golden Age Bone Bomb Shield. Case deleted, eliminated their end of the decade dating system on it, which would have been a single dot. In 2029, there will be a single dot. So they change how they do the dotting sometimes with X's and dots, and then sometimes they change the way Case is. But anyway, all of these were made just 1 year. That is a display that's coming directly from Case. It's $150 value in the display. We do not have very many of these. We're running out of that cheetah swing guard that you see there. It has the Roman numeral CXXX. On all of them, no dots, CXXX. Under the CXXX, 130 Roman numerals is what that means. It's USA, and sometimes it looks like a dot, but it's not. So we had the Cheetah 54 frame trapper. That is also very, very low. We do not have the 40 of these that we started the weekend series of shows out with, and there will not be any more. There are no more displays. Like I said, this is directly from Case. This has legs on it, this display does, and it can also stand up like it is now. Peanut toothpick, muskrat included. I think this may have the 07 frame mini trapper. Let me go, yeah, 07 frame mini trapper and 18 frame Stockman. Each one will come with the original 130th anniversary packaging, Roman numeral packaging, a beautiful, beautiful set. $150 display, folks. $550, the last of the last of them. It's 105780. If something for Christmas, for the holidays, I'd get that freight knife on that one also. I'd definitely pick up the freight knife on that one. Beautiful, beautiful display, beautiful knives, and they're already starting to get scarce. What's this branded? The old Triple B. Branded Bowie Bonanza. It's got freight written all over it, doesn't it? It's got 105, that 1875 Tack Extreme knife written all over that. There's a zebra wood handled Black Hill steel. I haven't seen that one in a while. Less than $20 a piece. There's a Quicksilver. There's a custom trophy stag in deer stag, European deer stag. There's that Black Hill steel. There is a Voss Cutlery. The Silver Stallion, the large Silver Stallion. There was only one run of the Silver Stallions that were ever manufactured. Voss, we own the rights to that name. They went out in 1975, or they ended in 1975 after 75 years strong, started at the turn of the century, 1900. Beautiful, beautiful, heavy grade, heavy duty sharps. The old Defender, the fighter that used to come along with the sub hilt. That's another one that you don't see. Look at the hand carving on that chip away fixed blade knife, folks. There's that Voss. Yeah, that's that finger grooved. That knife is solid as a rock. $387.80 retail. There's that Quicksilver with the bolo blade. That's a sharp sucker too. That's a $65 retail. A couple of leather sheaths going to come along with this particular one. A lot of good ballistic sheaths come with each one and every one as well at that $138 price tag. But I'd definitely take advantage of that freight, because those knives are heavy that you see going round and round and round on that turntable. Get you an entry, folks, and some buffalo horn on some bulldogs. Limited edition bulldogs. They actually state that on the blade. The stickers are Rockwell tested. I usually try to mention that earlier, and I forgot. Gets like that, Drew. Trust me. You'll be that way one day, too. You start forgetting stuff. You take those stickers off, it's just showing you where a Rockwell test took place, folks. We have the Trapper, Bulldog Trapper, Buffalo Horn, Buster, Triple Blade Buster, Buffalo Horn, Premium Stockman, Trick Lock Copperhead, Peanut and Toothpick. I got to show everybody how this Trick Lock works there, Gil or Jessica. Well, I better just do it this way. That's one of the versions of a Copperhead. They're all similar and many different, but different. Open the main blade. 1 of 300. Right, this is your Rockwell test sticker. This blade is not going to, I cannot close it because it is locked. There is not a visible lock. This is an expensive build. That is your locking mechanism. The pin blade unlocks the main clip blade. We're at $56.50. That's less than $9.50 a piece. And the 440 stainless and the Rockwell testing, that's a big expense of that $9.42 to be exact. But the main thing on this one is, besides the value, $167.80 worth of knives at only $56.50. You're going to have a chance. Somebody's got to win it, and it's going to take place October the 7th on the Bulldog Bowie that Jim had, that Michael Prater put all that mammoth ivory on, and a whole heck of a lot of it. That's at least a $600 Bulldog knife with that much ivory on it, probably more. We're going to give it away October the 7th, and every time you buy a Bulldog set or a single Bulldog, that CCN number gets you an entry every time. If you buy 3 of those sets, you would receive 3 entries. October 7th is coming up quick. Sharps, Texas Inlay, check that out. That's done in that molasses swirl. Beautiful hardwood handle. Look at the tool work in that blade. 3CR13 MOV high carbon stainless. Really heavy 1680 denier. Sharps belt sheath going to come with it. What you see on the front side of the handle has also been on the reverse side. Nice little custom sandwich tilt on it as well with some brass. They did mirror polish the flat portion. Visible tang, a lot of steel in that one, and it's sharp. Of course, no pun intended with the Sharps name. Good little carry knife, good little worker, not too big, about 12 inches, I do believe, is the full length on that. Right at $34, $16.86. 11 inches is what we got that one going out at. $16.86 on that Sharps. Looks good too. Dirt Buster is one of the items I was referencing to. They're not all sets. This is a triple Buster. Triple blade, 3 blades of 440 high carbon. One of them's Rockwell tested, and it's pointing to the Rockwell test. Tip of a diamond pierces steel on a Rockwell machine. It tells you how hard it's been tempered. 56 to 57, 58, we can handle it. Less or more, it goes back to the old melting pot. That's ox horn. Some of the ox horns even translucent. It changes. There's usually around, on average, about 3 different colors on the big horn. You got darker at the base, and it gets a little white, dark and white swirl, and then you get the translucents toward the tips or the end of the horn. So that'll get you an entry. Have a chance to win that magnificent specimen of a fixed blade, that Bulldog brand. And it was only $16.80. That was 105006. This is the Chief. This is a big old whitetail cutlery. There's that, look at that knife, folks. Can't get over the slab, half-inch slab of ivory. Genuine, true ivory. Incisor of a woolly mammoth. Look at that big knife right here. The old Chief. The bone on that, they had to split it. Look at the size of this knife. Mirror polished German steel. Probably, it'd be 4116. German stainless. Kind of reminds you of to me, that's a saddle horn. It's like a saddle horn trapper, single bolster, but saddle horn trappers don't lock. It's a single blade that locks. But other than that, that is a pattern. Look at the thickness of this bone. It's just like a saddle horn. Look at the build on that knife. Found these during a summer inventory. Actually, some of these may have been George's. Compliments of George. $15.65. That item number was created on the old Whitetail Chief. Is $38 retail. 58578 at only $15.65. Buy more than one of those. How about a little California Gold? California Gold. Hadn't heard about that in a long time. You've got the Stockman. It's actually just a gold swirl synthetic handle. What is the brand on these? I can't see that good either. People, I know y'all get tired of hearing me complain. Crow and Rooster. Thank you. Thank you, Drisky. Beat you to it. Nice built. Square jaw Stockman. And the Trapper at only $18.63. It's square jaw, bolster. Squared off more than they are round. Pair of them at that $18.63 price. Yeah, see, that's how I knew right there, Drew. Our big screen Crow and Rooster TV. Huh? That's exactly how I knew what that was. 103286. Oh, this is a Steel Warrior. Well, I thought that was a Crow and Rooster TV. Huh? How did it change to Steel Warrior? Oh, I forgot. Technology, folks. Is this Gunsmoke? That's Stone Mountain, Georgia. Stone Mountain, Georgia Trapper. This segment that I pulled off today, I do them about every other week in this time frame, has gone so fast that I'm dumbfounded. Stone Mountain. Let's see if I can. We're running out of time, aren't we? Y'all don't have time for all this. Fool around with all this stuff I ask y'all to do. Y'all done a fine job. That is a fact. All of you, this whole entire skeleton crew. But you know what? Not really a skeleton anymore. Y'all got this all worked out. Gunsmoke bones, what I call that, huh? Probably the worst thing you could have done. $19.95 on that beautiful Steel Warrior. 104873 is the item on that. You know what? I don't know if they're going to give me one more item or not. I had a set of throwers, but you know what? It's not. Well, I don't have time. I have run out. All of you, all the veterans across this nation, thank you so very much. The first responders, heck, that stuff's still going around. I know it's not as bad as it was, but it's out there. Be safe. Stay well, first responders, those of you, my daughter, many others. Thank you for what you've done in these hospitals with the veterans. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And I have enjoyed it immensely. Tim Scott, Michael Prater, thank you also, and this crew here. Thank you very much for making it as awesome as it was. I'll see you on the next show.